Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. So it goes so, the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us in your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. Within it took a long fine eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. He was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so tough. I felt this sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. And now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, a killing eye. I found me a beautiful girl.
Body me LP, oh yeah,
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe, shaped like a Coke bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty, I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man, they now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk, she must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger, we look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty, I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look.
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace of her presents and gifts, call me Santa. Claus, I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me Aston Kutcher, I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing thigh.
touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. I know it's looking weird and stuff. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix that right now. Okay, I just happen to be on the wrong camera. Yay! What's going on? How you doing? Welcome back. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, the audio is bad too. Bring the right audio in. There you go. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Yes. A little clumsy today, but we're back. How's you doing? How's everybody doing? Good? Everybody's doing okay? All right, we're live. I see Brother Ben is already hanging out in the background. What's going on, brother? I'll be right with you, my guy. All right, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastically well. We have a big show today. A big show today. We do. So do me a favor, go ahead and start sharing. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. That way you're notified when we do go live. All right. If you're watching on Instagram, say hello, but I can't really see your comment. If you're watching on Facebook, say hello. I can see your comment. But let me see who is here. I have Natu. Natu is already here. Mo Fresh is here. Shout out to Mo Fresh. I appreciate you. Good to see you. You guys can hear me loud and clear, right? Let's see. All right, great. I can hear myself, so that's good. That's a good thing. All right. Awesome. So quickly, let's do some house rules before we get into the conversation today. We're in pre-launch of our brand new book, Number One Red Flag. We're 13 days away. The countdown is going heavy. All right. Shout out to all my sponsors. All right. I have Mo Fresh, Richie, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Tima, Shion, Mama, Gorex Corner, D-Love. I appreciate you guys as always. This month our goal is $200. We're already up to $92.16. I appreciate you all for all your support, your donations, all of that. Super chat, super stickers, all of that. Watching the videos, hit the like button because revenue also comes from that. You can sponsor any show. Like today, we're looking for today's sponsor for as low as 99 cents. You can sponsor the show. So I want to say thank you again. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. But what do we do here, right? My name is Ola. I'm coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. This is my Empire Pro, and what we do is we discuss trendy topics with the purpose to extract relationship lessons from self-power, social seduction, attraction, emotional intelligence standpoint. That's what we do here, okay? And we have fun. We have a lot of fun talking about this kind of stuff. So like I said, you can download the book for free, our original book, which is the first book we've written, my wife and I. You can download it for free at getmymarriageback.com. And also, this one will be available. You get on the waiting list for this. This will be available in 13 days. That's what we're pre-launching, and that's why I have some of these special guests that I've managed to secure to help us elevate the conversation. All right, so I want to appreciate you. If you want to be a part of our backstage discussions, you can join us on WhatsApp at lolaanola.com/WhatsApp. All right, and we'll get you inside of the group. All right, we have a fantastic show today. We're gonna have a good time, and I can't wait to dig into this brother's story. All right, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed viewers, members of the Prestige family, I'm thrilled to welcome a very special guest to our platform today. He's not just a fellow content creator, he's a collaborator, a friend, a valuable member of the Prestige family. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Brother Ben from the Afro Netizen platform. I hope I pronounced that right, but yeah, I think it is Afro Netizen platform. Brother Ben's journey is a captivating one, a path that led him from the vibrant landscapes of Nigeria, our dear beloved Nigerian, to the shores of the United States. As a content creator, his insightful videos have sparked conversations and garnered attention, delving into topics that resonate with many, right? Like, for example, he had a recent viral moment with the video Nolu's ex-wife Bumi finally speaks to the thought-provoking, the recent video he just dropped. You should check that out, the 50-50, like a very short video but quite insightful, you know. Brother Ben's content sparks contemplation and reflection. His recent review of our upcoming book, which he let me know just before we got on the show, has an exciting layer to today's conversation. While we may differ in perspectives, is the beauty of diverse opinions that enrich our discussions. Today, our focus is on navigating the choppy waters of JAPA marriages, and who better to explore this topic with than Brother Ben, Ondo is far, of Afro-netizen. From parenting styles to cultural nuances, we are set for a compelling conversation. Without further ado, let's delve into the sojourner story of Brother Ben from Nigeria to the United States and explore the insights he brings to the table. Please join me in giving a warm Prestige family welcome to our esteemed family member, special guest, Brother Ben. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, the man of Prestige.
My guy. Yo. I'm pumped.
I just did, bros. How your end?
I did. We did here. How that weather over there?
The weather is cool. We actually have some sunshine today. And
You do?
yeah, bro.
Are you here to rub it in my face? What's going on here?
You guys decided to go and live in the cold area now.
What's all this now? Yeah. They're ready. They're ready for this conversation, brother Ben. They're ready.
I love my sisters in the house. I know. I have a lot of big sisters here. Sister Natu, my own sister Chiye, Mo French. Everybody, I dey throw away salute to the Prestige family, I beg.
So you know, go shout out our brothers.
Oh, all the bro in the house. You guys they go now. You settle women first. You have a standing.
We have to shout out my brothers. So don't do that too. They don't talk a lot, but they're here.
I know.
But yeah, absolutely. So Chiye, welcome. Not to Mo Fresh. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here to support my brother. We're going to have this conversation for sure. For real. We're gonna have this conversation. Chiye said the brothers are hiding behind the scenes. We don't talk a lot, you know. They're jelly. We're kings, you know. You guys are the queens, you know. So we'll let you guys do your things, you know. But they said proper gentlemen, ladies first.
Yes, so that's it. If you want to live long.
Yeah. So I want to first of all say thank you for gracing this occasion, for honoring my invitation to join me on this show.
Oh, thank you very much.
You know, for me, yeah, I like when we can come from different perspectives, right? And we can learn so much from each other, you know. And I love to see brothers having these conversations, you know. Generally speaking, if we're talking at a general level, this conversation is not really something that men do, you know. We tend to, we're busy, you know, life is happening, we have responsibilities. We did talk about woman matter, you know. When we're not, what do you call it? There's something rapper be like a lot of men consider this gossip, you know. And I laugh because many of them are losing their wives to us. I'm all with it. So we didn't mean to laugh. I didn't mean to laugh, but this is happening, you know. And as a matter of fact, I just saw a video just before we got on this show today, just right now, that like I'm so angry, but Ben, I'm so angry, you know. But I will play in between just to keep our video safe, because there's some basketballs that I just saw just now before we got on, and every single one of those stories is one too many. So, I'm the type to say, hey, those things are happening, but let's not make it about the conversation. But every time I see that, no, we have to speak up against these types of behavior. I'll show you in the middle of the show. But today I want it to be about the insights that you're going to bring to these conversations for us. I definitely want to get into your story a little bit. I definitely want to get into some of the recent conversations we've been having. I also want us to talk about what the future holds. You're also a content creator, which excites me because it's not too many of us that are successfully doing this that we're talking. I don't care about the opinions that much. I care about if you're successfully doing it. Because that's really what speaks. The results speak louder than what any one of us. Me, I can run my mouth and sound like all perfect here. If I don't have the results to back it up, it's useless. Yep. So, but we're going to be having some conversations today. So my first question for you, Brother Ben, I want you to, if you don't mind, just bring us up to speed with. You live in the United States now. What is that like? Tell us your journey, your personal journey from Nigeria. Just give us maybe a short version of it, something that we can, to some people are brand new here today. And by the way, if you're brand new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, okay? We're going to be talking about JAPA stuff. But your story is representative of leaving Nigeria, the shores of Nigeria, to the United States. And I want you to share that story with us and share with us how that journey has shaped your mindset today. Share some of that with us. And why would you decide to go and join your wife? Some traditional people now will say, me, I would never go and move in with a woman. Tell us how, hunger not been anybody's mate. But I'm not saying it's hunger because I don't know yet. Share your story with us, brother.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah. Thank you, Baba. I think the first time I actually spoke about my journey openly and in public platform was when I appeared on Sister
B.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the first time ever.
That was the first time I shared with anybody. So although some friends have one or two clue about how my waka be, but the only time I went deep is when I was on that show.
Right.
And, I'm happy to share my experience with you guys. In fact, you are doing a great job. And let me first of all congratulate you on that #1 red flag. Okay, I'm gonna share my story, but I just wanted to point that out. I'm a very good reader, but I select the kind of book that I read. And if I'm gonna read a book, no matter the number of pages, the first chapter, the first from introduction to the couple of paragraphs, I will decide if I'm gonna read the rest of the book or not.
Of course.
And your book was so exciting that when I open it, I tell myself, why I open this book now? Because it was fun. I like the flow. And not just that, you just bring the whole thing out. And I'm just going to say, maybe we're still going to do some talk on the book proper, because I think this is a book that if a whole lot of people read it, both men and women, they wouldn't be having all these problems they are having in their relationship. That's a very good book. It's a masterpiece.
Thank you.
I was just wondering, how did Mr. Ola have this patience to study this subject matter in depth and can actually bring up this educative material? Well, we'll come to that.
It's two of us, and then that's what we're doing right now, just like listening to you.
Yeah, that's a very good book, man. I love it. And again, thanks to all my Prestige family, my sisters from afar, that you guys make me feel as if we almost see every day now. Anyway, my JAPA story is not much different from a whole lot of people, but it's just that when we talk about JAPA, everybody has their pathways, Some people intentionally japa. Some people from because I think I even have a show where I differentiate between japa and migration, because some people they actually migrated while some people run, and when you run, that one will be japa.
Yes, so
So
Japa tún yàtọ̀ sí Japa.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we have, but I'm just gonna start like this.
Yeah.
I do not wake up in Nigeria and ever think about traveling. In fact, traveling has never been part of my dream. It wasn't part of what I envisage. I don't even know the idea. And the reason for that is because of my humble beginning. Um, just for just for context, I was born and raised I was born at Igbobini. Igbobini is just one of the 3 riverine towns in Ondo State. So if you are
Okay.
familiar with Okitikupa,
Igbobini.
Igbobini, yes, Igbobini.
Right, Igbobini. Okay, okay.
So Okitikupa, Igbokoda, and Igbobini, they are like 3 towns that are at the extreme south of Ondo State.
Right.
Yeah,
I've heard of Igbokoda and
in fact,
Okitipupa, but I've never heard of Igbobini.
Yes, it's because it's a kind of reserved town, you know, and we are not noisemakers, so it makes it difficult for people to know we are actually there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I was born into a very rich family. My dad was doing great. He was a contractor. He built most of the schools we have in like JSL, the local government, the Waterline area. My dad was the one who constructed many of those schools. And my mom was a businesswoman, very thriving, successful businesswoman. But when my dad was late and everything came tumbling down, that was how I realized that I'm in for a whole lot of goes along my path as I was growing up. So to cut this story short, when we lost dad, I was just like 3 years old. So my auntie, the eldest of my mom's kid, I came from a polygamous family anyway.
I was about to say, was it polygamous family?
Yeah, it's a polygamous family. My daddy has 4 wives and plenty children. I just happened to be the last born. So as at the time we lost him, I was 3 years old. So my auntie had to, because then my auntie, that's my eldest sister, and my mom, they have to figure how they're gonna do that. As at the time we lost her dad, my auntie was a teacher already. So my auntie felt that to make things easier for my mom, she's gonna take over of my upbringing. So she picked me up from age 3, and she was the one who raised me. In fact, I became a young adult before I realized that she actually wasn't my mom. So
really, like around what age? 16, 17, 18?
It was like around, yeah, I found out she wasn't my mom when I was like 13 years old.
Okay.
But by age 17, I fully understood that she wasn't the one who battered me. So
wow,
that was it. But today,
did you have some kind of relationship with your mom at all?
Oh, of course.
But you just didn't know she's the one who birthed you.
Yeah, you know, my auntie came to Lagos and she brought me to Lagos, and I actually went to my primary school in Lagos, but I completed the primary school in Ondo State. So when I went back to Ondo State, because my auntie and her husband was having issues at that time, so I went back to Ondo State to live with my mom. So, but then I used to see her as grandma. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I realized that, she wanted me shake. So then, talking about JAPA, when I left Ondo State, I think that was in my early 20s. I decided that I'm gonna go live in Lagos State. Coming to Lagos State, the person I hope I was gonna live with, after I was there like 2 weeks, and the wife realized that, I actually came to Lagos to stay. It's not as if I just come visiting and going back. The woman began.
They realized after you arrived.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing surprising about it. We see that all the time in Nigeria.
Yeah, they thought I was just coming to leave,
Uh-huh.
So, but after 2 weeks, they realized that, oh, this guy in our state, this guy won't come stay. So
Jesus.
the wife won't change gear now. The wife said the husband that I can't stay, so I have to leave the house. And by the time I was leaving, I have to go and stay with my immediate senior brother, the one I was following directly.
Okay.
And my brother and his friends, they rented a room. I think it was like 4 of them who contributed to rent that room, and they have other friends who are living with us. So by the time I came, I was already surplus to requirement. In fact, that story get as it be, but the key thing was that I made up my mind that I was gonna stay in Lagos, no matter what. I will survive in Lagos.
But that's how you survive in Lagos. You don't run back to the village.
So I'm like, no matter what, I'm staying. I will survive in this town. So that's how my struggle begins. I have to go to bed. I went to bed late because all the 4 of them, 4 or 5 at times, they have to do their thing with their girlfriends before chance good day for me to on sleep. So
Jesus.
yeah, and every morning I have to wake up and go find how to survive that day. So survival was kind of like on a daily basis. My brother at that time was working with Panepina. He was actually doing motorboy for trailer. Those trailer drivers, they do have like boys who help them. So my brother will leave sometimes and they will travel from Lagos. They will go all the way to Kano, Meduguri, all those places. They were doing haulage. So sometimes for a week, I won't even see my brother, but he loved me dearly. He's my immediate senior brother. Mama. So I have to survive. And in the process of survival, every morning I have to think of which path I will follow. So that's how I decided that what job, waiting day where I fit do. So the readily available job at that time was bus conductor.
Bus conductor.
Yes. So we were actually living in Ajangbadi at that time. So and our house is right there at the bus stop, so you can hear those conductors shouting, "Hey, my two, Okoko," everywhere. So when I get up around 4:35, I'll go to the bus stop, just see if somebody can help or can allow me to work with them. And that is how I met my best friend till date. His name is Abiodun Adedokun. We did not know from nowhere. So he was selling engine lubricants in the garage, engine oil, in Niger. So on meeting him, I've always been the kind of open-minded person. I don't pretend, and that's why sometimes when I want to appear on platform, I do tell the host, bros, I know Sabi they pretend to. I go talk the thing the way I say.
Abio.
Or not. So,
I do notice that you tend to make that point clear.
Yeah, so that is just me. So when I met Abe now, I met Abe. He didn't know me from Adam, and I just told him I came from Ondo State and I want to stay. But it has been rough. I need a job. I don't even know where to go. So I just think maybe I can do bus conductor. And Abe is from Oshu State. Very nice guy. Till date, he still remain my best buddy. Because everything I am today, if it wasn't for Abe, I wouldn't have made it. So that's how I met Abe. And I've always had problem with my accent. Till date, even I joke around with my
Which
kids.
one? The English or the Yoruba accent? Which
English, Yoruba.
Abiti Igbo Bini. Which one? Are you confused?
Like when I speak, you can always tell this guy is not from here. It doesn't matter where I go, and it doesn't matter the language. So when you move from Ondo State to Lagos, we speak general Yoruba in Lagos.
Right.
But even when I try to speak the normal Yoruba, Lagos Yoruba, the flow. You can still pick my own dialect from it, So it was funny. So when I was speaking to Abe was having difficulty on that. I was having a whole lot of challenge understanding what I was saying. So, but the bottom line was when I now told him I have to survive, he bought food for me That the first day he bought for, he said I shouldn't worry, that definitely there's gonna be some bus drivers that need somebody to hail passenger for them. So the first day I couldn't get a job. So the next day, Abe hooked me up with his uncle, and that was how I started my conductor journey. So then
Jesus.
our route was from Ajangbadi to Ilogbo. If you go to all those areas now, they've become a big city. But it wasn't like this. And I'm telling you, all this happened in like 1998. That's when all this happened. So that was it. That was how I settled in Lagos. So I was hanging with Abe. In fact, when I told Abe about my condition of living, he said, no, 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 no. I'm living alone in my room. You can come and stay with me. And that was it. So I started living with Abe, and I was doing the conductor. And one thing that was clear then was that even passengers can tell that I don't belong to that conductor's thing, because I can't scam passenger. I don't steal. I don't do anything. So, but that's not about it. I just wanted people to understand where I'm coming from. That's why
It's very far where you're coming from. You see,
Ondo
Chinye don't tell say Ondo is far.
It's very, very far. The journey is far, my brother. So that was it. So from conductor, my mom have always wanted me to go to school. So I was thinking of how can I go to school. But you can't go to school where you are a conductor. You don't even have your own apartment or room or something. So from conductor, I graduated to selling engine oil, just like my friend Abe. And when I was selling engine oil, that was when I now had some stability. I rented my own room. And from one engine oil at the bus stop, I opened another kiosk, and it became two. I started hiring people working for me. And then I rented my own room in the same house that I was living with Abby. So when I now rented my
So
home,
was it like a face me I slap you place, of course, right?
where it won't be again. You say now where you want to come from again?
So something get open. He said, and mine, that one is mine.
Hey, I think our house at that time was like 18 rooms. 18 mess on it, 18. And we all shared, I think 18 room. We have 2 toilets and 2 bedroom. All of us they queue in the morning to bath. You know, that's why even now that God has been wonderful, I'm comfortable now, I'm okay. But I still don't see life like you don't have to form, you know. When I look at all this rough beginning, sometimes friends will be like, Ben, you don't be heavy guy now. They should say you be heavy. Just like, waiting there. And that's why sometimes when I even talk to younger ones, I tell them that, look, when you taste poverty and you taste riches, you will understand that there is nothing in this life. It's just a matter of position and place.
That's it.
So we were living in First Me, I kill you and all that. And from there, I started planning to go to school. I did not finish, I did not wrote WIC when I went to secondary school. So I have to take GC.
So I have to, GC. I did GC too. Yeah.
So I went all the way to Ogbomoso for my first GC. I did not get all the required papers. So I have to go again the second year. And this time it was at Oshogbo. So all through Abe's help. And
wait, you went to Oyo? Did you say Oyo?
Yeah, Ogbomoso is in Oyo now.
Ogbomoso in Oyo State.
Yeah.
And then you went to Oshogbo.
Yeah, the first year I went to Ogbomoso. I think I have a couple of papers, but I think I was missing either English or maths, one of them. So I have to take it again. And the next time I went to Oshogbo.
Okay. Well, Oshogbo is on Osun State.
Yeah, now
that's the capital of Osun State now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But back then they used to be the same state. They were.
That's true. Before they splitted it. That's true. Yeah.
So when I got my paper, I cleared everything. Then I applied for JAMB. I wrote my JAMB. I scored 248. And then
you even beat myself. I think the highest I ever scored, because they kept stealing my results. I think the highest they gave me was 211. The next one I took after that was 198. I was like, yeah, with distinctions. So
Yes, so
with distinctions, I had distinctions, but I'm feeling jump. I was like, this one.
my brother, that's in a big struggle. So it was like that. Oh, then I wrote jump. I scored 248 on my first sitting, and at that time, I was supposed I picked Unilag and Lasso, but Lasso was my first choice, and Unilag was my second choice. I could remember my friends at that time. They were like, how you go take Unilag do second choice? Unilag supposed to be your first choice.
I was about to ask, but you know me, I don't know Lagos like that. Although it's fun.
Yeah. You know why I brought that up is because I read your book today and I can relate with everything in that book. That's why I decided I'm just going to tell this story on your platform so people can understand how the mind works and how men think at times, you know. So the reason I picked Lasso first choice was I have always been a guy who understood where I belong at any point in time. In other words, I know they pass my boundary. That's just me. So I look at Unilag. Unilag are meant for Portis, children of the wealthy. And to even get there self, sometimes you need connection. It's not like now, I don't know, maybe it changed. Back then, to gain admission, you need connection, you need prayer, you need everything. Short.
You need all of the above.
You need money. So I look at my present situation and I realize that I can't make it to Unilag.
You felt like you had a better chance, a better shot getting into Lasso.
So I knew Lasso is kind of Lagos thing, you know, and I have a better chance with Lasso. But then when the result came out and we were about to, we were waiting for the admission list, then another level can start. And that is when I begin to realize and come to understand that if you are a faithful person, a spiritual person who believes in your God that you worship, when you call him, he will show up for you. So when they were compiling the admission list, that's when we find out that people are actually paying. That was back then, not the last one now. Let me just make that clear. Back then, you have to pay for your name to get into the list. Because it's like all these professors and other council members of the school, they have a list they will submit that they have to consider and all that. And here I am. I'm just one poor engine oil seller boy. And even when we approached somebody who can help me to secure the admission, he was demanding $40,000, 40,000 naira. I no get 40 shishi.
Shingbai.
Kosi.
Oh Lord.
Nothing day. We do nothing. And that was when I met my second best friend, who happened to even be my best man at my wedding, Niyi. Niyi is a doctor now. He's going to become a professor by grace of God. It's 2024. So that's when I met Niyi. We were both struggling, figuring how we can get into Lasso. To cut the long story short, when we did everything and there was no help, it was obvious. All the people we went to, they just tell me to my face that there's no way they can help. I don't know anybody. I'm not a and all that. So, my mom was.
This is. Let's keep in mind though, bus conductor selling engine oil. We're trying to get into Lasso now. Ondo is far.
Yeah, Ondo far, my brother. So when the admission list, they now say admission don't close admission. You know how it will heighten the tension if you are not on the list and all that. So I talked to my mom. My mom came visiting at that time at Lagos. He came visiting my elder sister. So I told my mom that, Mommy, you always say I should go to school. I should go to school. I've been suffering too much. I want to go to school now. I've done admission, everything. They are not picking me. I don't have money. Nobody to help. My mom from childhood, my mom always told me, read your Bible, read your Bible. So again, my mom gave the same advice. Mommy said, "Have you prayed about it?" I said, "I've prayed multiple times. The prayer, I know they work, self." Even though my mom was old, she sparked my mouth.
Like, what you talk about? What are you talking about?
What do you mean say prayer? I know they work. So my mom said, "Go and pray again. Just pray. I know your Father in heaven is watching. Just pray." So next day, I prayed, and then they told us admission has closed, so the waiting list don't close. So I prayed, and I went back to LASU. Not that I have any plan in mind. I just want to go back. LASU is a heavy institution.
Right.
So I just went back to the gate, and I was there. Kept thinking about my life. I was mad at myself. I was mad at my parents, mad at everybody. And I was asking myself, why is it that there is always nobody to help me? It's always me. Keep caring for myself at all. So while at the gate there, and I remembered while my mom was raising us, we went through hell. But my mom had this approach she used all the time. And that approach is boldness. I might not go school, but I learned a lot from my mom. So my mom always have this boldness that she can walk into any office if she need to get something there. Even because my mom used to do a lot of supply.
Your friend's name was Olani, right?
Yes, Olani Yolabi.
Okay, so Chiye is telling us Olani missed something else. Educate us now, Chiye. Let us know. Continue, right?
So my mom is a kind of bold person that if she wants to go for a contract or a business or anything, even when she don't have a proposal, she will make sure she find a way to be the person who will authorize that thing. And I've seen her get things done on multiple occasions like that. So that day when I was in front of LASU gate, I now said to myself that, Tia Duro, why I not even go the department where I apply to self? Make I just go meet whoever is the head of department there. Make I see if they're gonna turn me down, let them turn me down to my face. So so that's how I went into LASU. I walked all the way to IRPM, the Department of Industrial Relations and Personnel Management. That's what we used to call it then. So I went all the way to the department, the very big faculty. I went there, and the HOD at the time, I think he was late. Then they have this temporary HOD in place.
Okay.
The man was in that position for just 3 months. So when I got there, I went to his office. The secretary allowed me in. And when I saw Baba is from Oyo State too, very old, considerate man. So I told Baba all my story, everything about me, how I've struggled and how I believe that if I don't get into the university, there is no hope for me in life. And right now, I'm at the point where I can't even secure admission because I don't have 40,000 naira. And while I was telling Baba this story, I didn't know that I was actually shedding tears. And so the Baba gave me, he has this wipe on his, he gave it to me and he's like, okay, clean your face. So the Baba now told me and said, he's just the temporary. There's a name they call they call them then. It's a time they used to call them
temporary what?
Yeah, it's just a head of department.
Oh, like temporary HOD.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
He told me I'm here
like interim.
Thank you.
Okay.
So he said the interim HOD. I don't even know if they will remove me tomorrow. Let me show you something. Then he now brought out letters. Temporary. Corruption wow.
And one letter to understand lie.
He brought out those letters. He said, you see this list? These are names sent by people who are in high places that want me to consider them so they can be part of my slot. Now you are here and you are crying, and I see genuinely that you really want to go to school. This is what I'm going to do. I am not promising you admission, but give me that your name and jam score. So I gave him a copy. He said, look at it. He dropped mine on top of that list.
So if the first is the first.
Yeah, he said, look, I've already gave them my slot. But I know somewhere, somehow, when the council met, the council might still decide that they still need 1 or 2 names. If they ask for only 1 name, your name is the one that I will give them. I am not promising you admission. I just wanted you to see. Baba, That is how I got admitted.
But you now, even if you didn't, you now have a prayer point that has
Oh.
elevated small. Just the fact that that person has put your name on top list like that, your prayer points don't get promoted. Saying like that slot must open from you don't know what the way is going to be, but that is a fantastic story, brother.
That is why on Auntie B show, when I'm always forget this our big brother's name.
They said Olaniyi means I don't waste, as in someone being a waste. That is completely directly opposite to what it means in Yoruba. But Kojo. Oh Lord, yes. They said destiny helper. That man is a destiny helper. Another thing I want to extract really quickly there. You know, at any one of those gates, from what I remember, I don't know about now, they don't really put barricade though. You can walk in to a department for real, but something, your mindset keeps holding you back to not go inside. One day you broke that and said, let me go inside. Let me go inside and go and talk. Nobody is stopping you from going to the department and having a conversation with one or two people.
Exactly. So I went in, and when the list came out, oh, Mr. Lado, let me remember some things when person don't pass through. When I left the department that day,
you have my permission. Go for it.
I told my auntie, my elder sister, I said, it be like say I don't get admission. List never come out just because of the promise that Baba gave me. So I told my
door was open now.
I say it be like say I don't get admission.
You were that close,
and I believe that I get it. So when they published the list, my name came out in the newspaper that has been admitted into the Department of Industrial Relations and Personnel Management, and that is how I went to school. It was rough. I sponsored myself through the entire thing. I they sell my engine oil, they go. But because we are talking about JAPA and relationship, I wanted to give you guys this background to understand how my mindset works and how I think. Now, it was in that same LASU 100 level. You know, we used to have faculty courses and departmental courses, and then we have the general course in LASU. So the faculty courses are like the classes that combines all of us who are studying that faculty.
Right. Specialized for your major, for your course that you're studying.
It's called Department of, it's called Faculty of Management Sciences. So we do statistics together, maths, and a whole bunch of other general studies like that. We combine the department. So as at that time, we have 8 departments in that faculty. And when they do the combination, my department, Industrial Relations and Personnel Management, and Business Administration, as well as Public Administration, were merged together. So each time we're going to have faculty classes, we're going to use one class. So, and the only class we can use at that time was the BISADMI hall.
Okay.
And even the hall is not enough. The hall, bros. When you are late, forget. You can't even find space. And for those who study BISADMI for LASU, at that time we used to look at BISADMI like I want to go.
Like all kind of heads come there, basically.
So whenever we are mixed together, we know they enjoy the class. And for me now, you know, I was coming to school with Owo Niru Owo Niyo, so I always get to class early and I will stay at the front.
So you can have a good spot.
Yes, and God was so good to me, and He has always been good to me. I was doing great, doing better with my grade too. So it was at one of those classes. I think it was in our is it second semester? Yes, in year 1, towards the end of second semester, where we are doing all these revision classes. It was one of those classes that I met my wife. My wife was studying with she wasn't my wife then. No, let me just say my babe.
But you met your wife.
She's in BISADMI.
She was always your wife. That's the fact. She's a wife don't fall out of the skies. You know, but that's awesome, man. So you met her in school.
Yes, that's how we met. So in fact, if no be say time no day, if I tell you how we take jam self, because sometimes disappointment might actually mean blessing. You know,
You said sometimes.
you know that the very day
These stories are consistent. I don't know if you've noticed. Disappointment is a blessing, but it's up to you what you do with your disappointment, Sha.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
You see, the very day I met my wife, I live at Ajangbadi, and Ajangbadi is like roughly 4 or 5 miles away.
So your wife speaks Yoruba better than me, and you and I both combined. Abby.
Lagos born now. Lagos.
Oh my God, I'm always jealous of Igbo people that speak Yoruba. I'm always jealous.
I always call my wife Agbero because she was born.
Agbero.
You know, when you born Pikin, you raise the Pikin for relay. You know how it could be now. She was born for relay. She's a no-nonsense woman. No. Right now, she has always been this calm, gentle. She has this calm demeanor. She don't talk much and other. But no try her. If this woman, if she release craze for here, even me sometimes I go joke. Say,
when they are quiet, they are reserving it for the person who could collect next.
Sometimes they joke, give people say, no, which kind of way you want to show me where my wife never showed me before.
You could do all right. I mean, wow.
So the very day I met her, that day, you know, we were preparing for exam. I did everything possible to get to school early. But the only problem is, say, I was so broke, I don't even get money for transport to go school. So last week is like 5 miles away from us. So I have to walk following the corner paths all the way from Ajangbadi to Okoko, from Okoko enter PPL. We get backyard where you fit take enter Lasu from PPL if you don't want follow the main gate. So I waka. By the time I got to that combined class, it was a statistics class, and Professor Otokiti was the one who was taking the class.
I know that name. That person's from Ondo State.
Yes.
They might be from Ondo State / Benin.
Professor Sunday Otokiti. He's late now. A very great teacher.
Really?
Yeah. So by the time I got to that combined class now, the class don't full. Everywhere don't full. So, and for Lasu, now the people will get craze for head, now then they did for back of the class. So as players don't full now I can't go back. I can't go back of the class to see the noise where they that back alone. Say all those big boys and everything. So when I enter from the back door now, I struggle, wiggle my way through. No chance. So people don't stand on top table. They do their own business at the back there. Then I was just looking for where to sit, no place to sit. So I stood. But at that time, there was this book I was desperately searching for that I wanted to read. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Really?
Yes.
You know, say we recommend that for back of the book. I think we probably did. Yeah, that's the book. That's the book that changed my life. Yeah, it's one of the books that changed my life.
For me, it's actually Rich Dad, Poor Dad and Think and Grow Rich. Those two books, I've read them multiple times. In fact, Think and Grow Rich. Now that book made me be who I be now. Think and Grow Rich. Oh, that's why I be hustler.
Yeah, so you can't set to. You can't set to.
While I was at the back of that class trying to find space to sit with them, then I saw the color of that book. And look, in fact, I saw the book before I see the person who hold the book. So I saw the book and I'm like, that's Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So I started maneuvering my way towards whoever. Wow. So I started maneuvering my way to whoever is holding the book. And by the time I got closer, that's when I now check. Guess who was holding that book? My wife.
Really?
She was the one holding the book. So as I managed to get closer, I now say, hello, sis, how are you doing now? How far? How everything? She looked me. Come on, face. Nah,
Kilele tunwa. She like Kilele tunwa. She didn't say it in Igbo. She says in Eko Yoruba.
You you see one thing about me, like I said, I always know where I belong. I know where I belong. So even for her looking at me and just minding her business, I wasn't bothered because I be poor guy. You know how many shirts I get when I go school? The highest clothes I've had when I was in Lasso, maybe I get 4 shirts. That was the highest I've ever had. So most time, some of those clothes go down they fade before I go feel replace her with another one. You know, my life is a life of testimony, my brother, and that's why I just take everything easy. You know,
Bro.
every time, every day, I'll just say, God, I thank you. I don't know, I'm gonna be where I am now, and you brought me this far. All glory belongs to you. Anything, you know, they impress me as I did like this. I've seen worst. So when she look at me like that, I just say, well, who won't give me attention before? Where I wear shirt, white shirt, where I don't iron wash in life, don't quench. I don't go to Lasso with slippers before. Slippers, you know slippers. I don't know if you can't.
Salubata.
Yes.
But you don't complain. You got into the school. Although it's far. You know where you're coming from?
Bro.
From Ondo to bus conductor to engine oily. Baba, it's a blessing.
That's why sometimes I will tell people, I mentor a lot of young people now. I'm helping a lot of people in Nigeria. I'm not just the type who show it. When I see young, strongly people, I just want to help them. I want to do something for them because I've been there. I've seen days when I'm hungry. I've gone a whole day drinking water. Maybe we not even go there because sometimes when I remember it right now, I'll still cry. Sometimes maybe we not go there. The thing it was just that after my wife looked me come off face, I still go meet her and I say, I beg no verse, so no be say I don't come find your trouble. You see this book where you hold. I don't find this book since. But I don't get money to buy them. And as I see them for your hand now, I don't know whether you feel borrow me, make I just read the book. Please. See, my name na Ben. I'm from my European. That was when my wife spoke for the first time to me. You see, I know you now. Not when they sit down for front, they sit down, they raise and when lecturer they talk. I know you in our European.
Wow.
So when she says she knows me, that gives me some level of confidence that okay, at least now she knows say I no go run.
Like you're not just some random with slippers coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
A bus conductor to take a book away.
So
I need to try the toasty. That story is powerful that you just shared.
I say, please, I want to read this book. I wouldn't mind, even if you are going to give it to me when we are at school, I will just read a little, I'll give it back to you when you come back and you say, okay, don't worry. How long is it going to take you to read? I say, give me 1 week. I go finish in 1 week. I'll bring it back to you. I promise. Say, don't let me come find you. If I can't find you, if you don't bring my book, it no go easy.
You go collect.
That was when I now started paying attention to her fully. Like, this guy,
you were intrigued. This small thing.
My wife is
Look at how he's talking to me because of book.
I'm telling you, my wife is not a very tall woman. Like, how this short guy go there so bold like this? Don't tell me, say, if I not bring the book, while I go come, you know? And that's how we spark up conversation. And then me being a jovial person, I started telling her, wait, you mean say if I don't bring the book, you go come wele me? Say, no be only wele. I go, just bring her where you read and finish. And that was it. She lent me the book. We stayed at the back of the class. At the end of the class, I went to my class and I studied the book. Then, when I've read that Rich Dad Poor Dad, I now decided that because when I like a book, I like to take notes, you know, so that I can revisit them. So at the end of the week on Friday, when she came around for the book, I now say, I've finished reading the book, but please, if you don't mind, there are some key points I wanted to jot out of the book. It's a very interesting book and all that. So in fact, I didn't go to her class to return the book. She was the one who came to my department to come and look for the book. So when I announced I want to jot some point down, this and that, my friends now who were coming around. You know, in year one, you start mixing up with friends and everything. So when they saw her, they are now like, Ben, Oshomo, how did Momo beside me?
Abi, how were you feeling? Were your head swelling?
We swelling. You see, my mind at that time, my mind was like zero. I wasn't even thinking.
You didn't have any intentions.
Yeah, you know why I wasn't thinking of relationship? Because I had a heartbreak. I think about either 6 or 8 months before that time.
Right.
So my girlfriend broke my heart, and it was so painful that I locked up.
Already?
Oh.
Wait, in between bus conductor at the engine oil, you were chopping breakfast?
Make I no get girlfriend.
Continue. I love it. I'm loving this.
I've always been, I'm not this kind of guy who hop from one girl to another. It's not yeah, but when I date genuinely, and when I'm into a relationship, I'm committed to that relationship. But when that guy served me that breakfast, I just say, no need of more. I'm too poor, money no day, everything. So why should I even bother myself? So when my wife now came to get her book back from me, and my friends were like, Ben, there was nothing like that between us. We were not even talking or going that route at all. She just came to get her book back.
No, we know we were not talking of going that route. Were you fantasizing about that idea at that point?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
I'm telling you, even writing now, my principle has always been my principle. I can be in midst of 100 women. Forget bros. I like compliment. I can compliment them.
But when it comes to people's wife, I've seen that story quite a lot, where people there's a different agenda entirely, and come to find out that wait, this is my wife. Like after the fact, like it's usually like a lot of time you will see some people say it's love at first sight, but I've seen a consistent pattern of people saying no, we're not thinking about that. You know,
I wasn't thinking about that. In fact, after we do the book business thing, we became friends. We start talking, but we don't see frequently. We are not in the same class and things like that, you know. So we started talking and all that. And before I started looking towards that end, you know, now I'm in the university. I had my love has just broke my heart about 8 months ago. Everything was bad and shady and everything. And seeing girls in the university, more Nigerian babe, fine. Until when you see Nigeria babe, before you go appreciate it, Nigeria babe, fine. You know, me, where we say from conductor to engine oil, all my days has always been in the motor park.
Right. So you're now seeing babes everywhere. Like this is campus.
The guys where they see now, either the guy where mama they sell rice, or she they sell kunu, or stuff like that. But now we are in the university when girls they clean come every day. You see boys, everybody, Baba, you should know what I'm saying now.
Right.
The is full everywhere. In fact, for 100 level, it's like it be like they take relationship sweat for people self. Everybody want begin connect, get babe real quick and all that. But for me, that wasn't my priority, because one thing I was so afraid of was impregnating a girl in my condition. I was so scared of that.
Ondo is far. You don't want to be doing that.
So since I don't chop
pregnant? No, of course, as far as possible from that. That would derail everything.
You know, and since I don't chop breakfast from my ex-girlfriend already, I don't even want any wahala to come. Me, where they struggle, I never get money to buy textbook. I borrow textbook. In fact, that's why me and Niyi, we were like 5 and 6 all till this date. Niyi now was like me. Niyi go get textbook, make photocopy, we go share, and that was how we were able to study for exam and all that. So I wasn't thinking about girls. Gotcha. But then, just because you asked, when I started developing interest in my wife, was not just overnight. What happened was that, you know, as a young boy, you don't sabi woman, you know, you will always have that urge and all those things. So I can't look. And for me, I always have a strategy. I look at my condition, my situation, in there in Lasso, and I said, Lord, I just don't want to date randomly. I need something serious. Somebody who will understand my situation. And I prayed. I fasted for 3 days and I prayed for it. Let me just sound this note. I'm not this prayer warrior kind of person. No. My fasting at 12 o'clock.
It's just Jesus, I want this. Can you
even
help
till
me?
now,
Help your boy.
even
Help your boy.
as a grown ass man now, my fasting not the past 12 o'clock. Any day
You know what I mean?
o'clock, I go.
Now I'll be fasting. Did you start from last night? I mean from day before?
No, like once I eat my last food.
As in now today you go break at 12.
You know, say when you eat last night now, you carry do fasting till day break. So when I not go eat anything for night or anything, but once it reach 12 o'clock, I dey break my fasting with that.
Jesus.
That is me. God don't hear me.
I hear you. I hear you.
So
I quickly before you continue, I've done 3 days. Biri.
Hey, this one.
I've done 3 days fasting before. I did it as I must have been 14, 15 years old at the time. I did it. Yeah. Even my younger brother tried to do it, but he broke it at I think at midnight before the 3rd day.
Rolla. Hey, you strong go. I know they
no be food.
No verse. I take my belly play.
You know what Jesus said? Jesus said, "Man shall not live by bread alone."
Man shall not live by bread until 12 o'clock, 12 noon. That's my own interpretation.
You need your food.
After 12 noon, God don't hear the prayer when I pray. I'm sorry, it's just my own.
It was an experience I needed to have. It was, yeah. I'm always proud of saying that. Yeah. Go ahead, Jerry, brother.
Yeah, so I fasted for 3 days, and my prayer point was just simple. Say, God, please, I need a woman. This temptation is much, but I need a girl that will understand me and take me as I am. God, please, show me the woman that will be just my friend, not even wife. I just need a girl that is not going to stress me, a girl that is not going to be demanding money, or because I don't have the money, and I still want the fun, and I still want to enjoy everything boys enjoy, you know, when they are dating and all that. So after the 3rd day, I had a dream. This one is very important because that's why I say when I was reading your book, I was just like, how did Mr. Olaf figure all these things out? Because
we captured a lot in those stories, right?
Aspect of that book actually spoke to me. When you were pointing out the green light and you spoke about spirituality, I was just laughing. So after the 3rd day of praying, I had a dream. I'm a very strong believer of dream. I've been Joseph the dreamer.
Joseph Alala.
Yes, I inherited that from my mom. My mom is like, she dey see vision with her dream. That is just me.
Rita said hello, Sir Beno. Who be Rita? You know Rita?
Rita is my follower. They are my followers on Facebook.
Rita, thank you so much, Rita, for always sharing. She's always is it a she or he? Always sharing right?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Rita. I appreciate you so much. She's always sharing our stuff on Facebook.
That's how she actually became my sister herself. She always shared my content and everything, and I'm like,
thank you so much.
Kind of in love. She always sharing my stuff. So that's how we bonded.
Yes.
So at the 3rd day, hey, Rita, I see you. Thank you, my dear. God bless you for all you do.
Yeah.
So at the 3rd day, after the 3rd day of me fasting and praying, I now had a dream. But you see where confusion deal. When I dreamt, in my dream, I was walking into Lasso from Lasso main gate for that Badagry, my two Badagry expressway gate. So I was walking into Lasso, and in Lasso we have this place we called Abegi. That's the first thing you see where you come in from the main gate.
Okay.
As I was walking into our gate now, a guy was coming towards me. The guy where the waka come meet me. Now guy where I don't they crush on. In fact, they talk. We used to. I don't they crush on us since.
Mungbo.
Honestly, the guy was walking towards me, and she was smiling. He said, "Hey Ben, how you doing now?" In fact, the way she was nice to me in that dream, she has never been that nice to me in real life. And we they see all the time. We took some diploma classes together, everything. I woke up from that dream so fast. I was so happy. Say, yes, Yes, God has did it. Wow. So now this guy be my wife.
You know. Oh wow, you don't see wife for dream.
Brother. When I went to school the following week and I saw the girl, if you see the way I revered her, the way I treated her,
Because it was confirmed.
The guy said, "Come they look me say, what kind of a renew hope or love is this?
A new friendship."
In fact, all our friends, I started paying attention to them, talk to them nicely, everything. But 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the guy not even look my side. You know, say for Nigeria, we have this thing where we say we want to impress everybody.
Right.
I think the guy have
I better pass my neighbor.
And for all those guys that are heavy boys on campus, I was poor then. I'm not gonna lie, I was poor. So no swag, nothing like that. But when I said, this guy, no, they give me attention. I go out again. I go pray and say, God, you change for me sign. In fact, one day in school,
you were looking for choosing signals.
Yeah, one day in school when we finished class and we were going home, because if those who knows LASU, our faculty is all the way back to the almost extreme end of LASU. So when we close that, there will be a lot of people and we have to rely on shuttle. If there is no shuttle, you have to walk all the way from our faculty to the gate. So that day when we close, we can't walk from our faculty to the gate. So it was me and her walking with our friend. So now I say, since where God don't show me, say this girl now my wife or now could be the person, let me make some move. So as with the wakana, so I take hand. You know how you go hold my friend? Oh, if you see the way this guy smash my hand, come warn me. Which guy, where do you want to bring that one for you, Ben? You kill her for she. My try monthly a year, or should my force me body. Shame won't kill me. Shame won't finish me.
Wale.
I carry my wrapper, take and cover myself. I waka. I go out.
You go just fold inside. You won't disappear straight. Like
I was so mad than never before. I even call the verse for God saves. Which guy did?
I was about to say, who are you? Who are the mad at? Now God.
I was so
God tell you make you go wrap your hand around a bomb.
Why you go show me? My anger was why God go show me person for dream, and the person go embarrass me like this. You know that kind of thing now. And at this time, me and my wife we are talking already. You know, so.
But you don't think go inside your woman's side at all.
You know what happened, brother? The next week after that incident, I think I avoid that completely. Man, women don't know what men they go through when they reject men. We get class together. I know attend the class.
Women cannot relate with rejection. We are built, men, real men. Yes, I said real men. Some people don't like when we say that. Real men are built from rejection. Women can't handle rejection, and I'm generalizing, by the way. But women have a hard time handling rejection. If they say, we can handle rejection, you have no idea when it comes to the rejection of men. Oh God!
I avoided that lady completely. Everything, you know. So I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, I really can't remember now. It's been long. So
they ask you a question. Say, how you take no? Say now God show you. How did you know that it was God that showed you the dream? And now God show you. The devil know how to show dream now.
My brother, that's why the things of the spirit. Sometimes when you have a dream, you have to sit down and analyze the dream very well, because dream is showing you something.
I believe that too. I believe most dreams will need some level of interpretation.
I'm coming to that now. You will understand what is going on now.
Yeah.
Now, I think 3 weeks or something later, I was coming to school in the morning, and the shuttles, they said that they strike. So all of us have to strike all the way
to Waka.
Then, as I was walking, I think by the time I get to the area of Faculty of Law, in my front, this same guy where I see for my dream, I can't see and the waka they go. She wear white top, where no get hand, armless. I don't know what the women they call them. White top on top, blue jeans and all that. So I can't see as I see her. My mind caught. I can't say make her they slow down. I don't even want make her show off for
You don't
her.
want embarrassment.
I don't just want. But then I look again, I don't see her again.
Uh-huh.
And so okay, maybe you don't branch. Now I can't begin the waka they go again. No. After a while again, this time she appeared for front again, but this time it was closer. Here is the thing.
Uh-huh.
By the time as I was getting closer, trying not to get mixed up with her, I can see say the hairstyle look different. The shape, size, everything is almost the same thing. But the hairstyle look different. And then the way she dey waka, it looked different. This girl where I see for my dream. Now you know those girls where say when they waka, they like to the
The catwalking.
But this one where they waka go for front, she no catwalk, she just the waka normal. Like I go say, now she be this, you know, be how. But this person, when she change, that's I see who they go. By the time I waka more closer, guess who it be?
Your wife.
Now my wife.
Of course.
That was when the thing click in my brain, like, what the heck? Oh, now the dream can they make sense small. So when I had that dream that I was walking into Lasso, number one thing was that the girl where they find. Remember, I wasn't looking for a wife. I just need a girl that will understand me for me. So God was telling me that the girl where they find, the guy they for Lasso. And the girl where they find, he be waiting I want in a woman, what I desire, how I want my woman to be. Now she be. Then that smile, where she dey smile, you know, welcoming smile, everything in my dream. It was opposite of my wife. My wife not be the type where they smile, come greet you, who you be. When she was doing girl, you not be the type where go give you that kind space self where you want to get this and that. You know, I'm really
where you want to embarrass yourself.
I'm really, you know, that was it. So when I announced it, no, I'm not conscious. Hey, Tina, how you there now? She come to me and she see me. She say, hey, on my RPM, Kilo Shele. So, you know, with the way she talked, I was now happy. I crossed over and then we walk all the way to our faculty. And she was pleasing. I was doing most of the talking while we were walking anyway. She has never been the talking type, but once in a while, she would just drop one or two things.
Right.
So after that day, when I came back home, analyzed that dream, and I say, it be like say Tina in board. There is another problem. Tina is an Igbo girl. I'm a Yoruba boy. And back then, all this cross-cultural tribal...
What do you mean back then? Till today? What do you mean back then?
No?
Cross-cultural, cross-racial, cross-gender?
You know the flow that time, you know? I'm like,
yes, sir.
I'm Igbo. I'm Igbo, no
yeah.
I want to take hope, you know? But then, gradually, we started integrating into each other. We kind of have this connection, you know, between us. We have this mutual understanding. It's like we have unspoken words that we convey in our actions. Right. That made us know that it's like we are together.
So you guys probably felt safe and secure with each other.
Exactly.
It felt almost effortlessly. It was happening almost effortlessly.
So gradually, and one thing I now love about her at that point, one thing I like so much about my wife at that point was that she's not this selective kind of person. She's not this type of person that will say, oh, where you are going. We call somewhere a kitchen. I could remember back then in FMS. It's just these people with umbrella where they go to sell food, everything.
Right.
Then we have AJ where you can go enter good restaurant environment, eat, stop just me and all that. his babe no dey send o. We buy food self on top standing. Me and Afide is stand there. The
That's
chop.
it.
Chop
That's
our own.
it.
So
That's it.
we
The
kind of
McDonald's, the
Yeah.
Wendy's, they just sit
So,
there and chat, have a conversation.
that was it.
These days is different too.
My
If
brother.
you know, in
No.
fact, then they reject coffee dates now. If you don't want, go spend $250. That's what they say, but I think it's actually what circle you're in. But go ahead, sir.
So we were there. We were just doing we knew, it's like we knew that something is between us, but because of rejection, I wasn't bold enough to ask her out.
Really?
I was just enjoying her company.
Enjoying the company, enjoying the friendship, just being around each other.
Yeah, to me, besides a few ladies in my IRPM class, she was the only one outside my class who was not judgmental, who was not looking at my appearance and stuff like that and feel like you see this guy say I be no. So and that kind of attracted me to her more. And then she and my friend Nii, they are the one that even make me feel like I don't get choice than to maglu or my ikpani. Now my friend Nii is a very lively person. Nii is just like me. You know, you take anything serious. We just laugh and play and things like that. So when Nii got hold of when he realized how close Tina and I was getting. So Nii now, free will person, man, that's one of the best human beings I've seen God created. Hey.
Really?
Oh, Nii, no. He's actually like he's want to be a pastor or something. Because Nii is really a nice person. But then we were young men.
Young lads, yeah.
Now, anytime me and Tina are around, Nii will be the one that say, "Wo wa omo Igbo, gbogbo òṣìṣẹ́ máa ń ṣe ẹ̀ tó bá lọ treat brother mi ẹni àwo, máa ṣe ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀." Then the next thing, my wife go drop her bag and say, "Nii, come here, Nii."
Love it.
I'm gonna look say, how this quiet, calm guy. We go from being this shy human.
That's all it takes. The little things. That's all it takes.
I go push your face.
Oh my God, that's all it takes. The little things go so far. Oh my God.
Small things. I'm just like, like that. Me and Nii now got to a situation whereby the moment we finish class like this, we won't go find Tina. We won't go find Tina just because she's not the talking type. We will start looking for her trouble. She will start showing us why.
We don't have stories like that anymore. Everybody is so serious.
My brother.
Everybody is so serious. It's either they're serious in the worldly way or they're serious in the Christian way. There's no in between. We met 3 months. We were married for 4 months. It's over. That's what we're hearing these days.
So,
there's nothing to hold on to. You know how you say, you want this thing to get meat so that in case you dey fall, you go hold on to something. There's no meat. Everybody is so stiff. They know all the psychological terms in the books. And they draw boundaries, and then they call this person a narcissist. They say, and then before you know it, they actually will still have sex. So they will not collect basketballs from each other. That's what's going on these days. There's no stories like this anymore. Everybody's in competition.
And guess what, Mr. Ola? We are still, me and my wife, we are still like that today too.
Of course, tell and call before go.
She and Nii, they are still like that now. Nii don't marry. In fact, Nii wife said once either me call Nii or Nii call me, and then my wife begin to hear say me and Nii, you don't finish. We not go get that conversation. Go next thing now to collect the vote. Nii, what? She Mokoya go check me. He and Nii go just start to now then. Sometimes we won't even come back to discuss what we want to discuss. So the Nii wife self now another calm, cool, sweet woman like that. She said don't come no say it be like say
go to bed ko ko saarin won.
It be like Mr. Ben wife.
That's you go. But she go do understanding because
we have always been like that. We have always been like that. So that was it. Now, how does
chapter 11 we shed serious light on what you just the part of the story you just told.
I read it. I read the book.
I
was just laughing and say, how Mr. Ola take figure all this thing out.
Ah,
So
now God, oh.
how this story
I'm tired. I don't explain tired now, but I bet. Ele a sọ pé boundary, ele sọ pé narcissist. Ele a sọ pé kíni ọmọ wèrè yẹn sọ, ọmọ tó ń bú yẹ lórí kíni yẹn lórí TikTok yẹn.
Me, I've always liked
controlling this, that. Those things we need to learn. But at what point are you going to say we need to connect? Right? We have a lot more in common than we like to admit, than we realize, because we're just looking. And I get it. A lot of people just want to protect themselves. Oh, God. But Ben, you did there. You don't turn this thing off.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
My boy is trying to disturb me. I just write now.
Okay. So you don't explain tire. Oh, to sue me. No, but we did here. Shall we go continue?
So how does all this thing relate to JAPA? Now, my wife and I, we were together we end up dating each other and all that. So we were together for like, I think almost a year plus. I never knew her mom was in the United States.
Wow.
That was the craziest part of it. In fact, I have a friend. I have a very close female friend in my class then, a lovely woman, a very intelligent lady. The way my wife come to school, you know all these expensive clothes that you will wear, or it's not the type of clothes that look so flashy that everybody will know that, but only those who really.
But you know, quality this quality that this.
God bless you.
This is not a bend down low or one of these things that we are carrying around here. There's something special about what she was wearing.
Bless you, Mr. Ola. My wife used to wear those clothes, but because Abiomo Ajekpako, I don't even know the difference. So my close female friend, she was the one that would be telling me anytime T-Baby come to IRUPA, maybe she can't check on me or something, and then they see her, she will be, Ben, my friend is my female friend then, she's a Lagosian. Lagos guys are big clothes, wear. So she will say, Ben, so one day she wear these slippers that girls wear. Now very expensive slippers. I don't know. For me, even when I saw her that day, I was like, how can you go come from a whole relay they come school, you go wear slippers from school. Not be slippers, I don't know what that they call them, but now these fancy female slippers, but now designer, I don't know. So when she wear that into school on a light blue jean. Then mommy told me again, my closest friend was mommy. Mommy told me again, Benny, bolomo iti rowo. Ni mommy omo yo rowo koko omo orile ni wo. Bako ni bo se wa yen. Mommy ni Ben. Omo yi, so the slippers to mo yen wo yen.
Don't do too much, Yoruba. Don't do much.
Yeah, you said that slippers she's wearing is around 4,000 naira. Back then, you know what 4,000 mean? Way back in 2004. 4,000 naira. I say, which kind of slippers be 4,000? Mommy, it's expensive. Mommy, you said that jeans where she wears so. If you wash that jeans, the jeans no they fade. And that jeans they slack. If you pull it, you know that jeans where they tight woman body now. To be honest, I'm gonna be candid with you. I'm not a fashionista. I was too poor to even know all these things. Boutique. I never enter boutique one day.
You do more. How do I say that in English? You don't know the difference between right and left on this one.
I don't know. So now I just bring that in for you to know that we've been together a year plus. I have no clue the mom was in US. I don't know. So one day she came to my house, and not even my house, she came to school carrying this bag. You get one bag that was raining then. That bag, when you pull the rope, the bag will close. That's how
right.
She used to go around with that bag. So one day she came to school with this bag. This bag was heavy. You can tell that the bag is filled to the
now you're starting to see varieties. Like, okay, where's all these things? You don't know the difference, but where are all these things coming out of?
So that day she came to the school, she was dragging the bag all around Faculty of Management Science. When we finished, we went back to my hostel. She brought the bag, and then she went to use the restroom. You know, our Face Me Gbasbo's house. So when she was there, her phone was ringing in the bag. The phone was ringing continuously. So I now said, let me cut this phone. When she comes, she go pick up. Then I opened the bag. Guess what I saw? Money.
Now,
whoa, money.
You just see money.
Now money full that bag where they carry up and down. Not knowing that when she was coming to school, she don't enter bank, go change money. You know when they send you Western Union, you collect.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Because she get hurt. Oh God. Now money. When I saw that money, I was so scared. Yay! What I pay any boyfriend don't jolly. You know how we your
insurance. This guy they do runs.
Like, you know how we do things now. All my life, I'd always have trouble. So when she comes, I say, where you see this money? Now that one will drag. So when she comes, she say the level where they carry the thing, they go. He won't turn to so now she come and say, okay, now my mama send money. So she sent money, and when I was coming to school,
your mama sent what money from where? Igbo Bini, I be wait for where.
This guy tell me say mama dey orile o. You know, tell me say mama dey say your mama send money, you collect Western Union, and I saw the Western Union all this thing there. The whole story make no sense.
Wow.
That was the day she now admitted that okay, my mom is in the US. I couldn't believe that story until I get to know her more further, getting to know her siblings.
Like it's real.
Go to their house, really another, and then it was real. The mom is in US. Another wahala can't come inside our relationship then.
Of course.
When they look now, say, so this guy go think say maybe because his mama dey US now, he made me the data more. But the cool thing was that I don't even know say your mama dey US. So at that point, I was just so confused. I was like, he reached one stage. In fact, because I can't keep it to myself, I told my friend Nii, say, Nii, did you know that my girlfriend mom is in the US? He said, he running a lie. I said, she's in US. So that was it. And then we start moving on from there. But then I told out my mind, and it's still part of all the things you pointed out in your book. You know, when you talk about engaging connection and individuality is key. So I told her my mind. We have serious conversation, and I say, come. If at any point in time, he enter your head, say, now because your mama dey Yankee, that's why I'm in love with you. Relationship is over. If at any time you acted funny to me, just because say I'm poor and you get money, this relationship is over. I'm in this relationship with you because I love you. And that was when I now told her my heartbreak story, how my ex-girlfriend broke my heart. And sometimes when I did some show,
you don't want any surprise. Yes. At that point in time, you were protecting yourself now, because that thing just shake your reality up.
Right, so that
and such a hidden information, that's a very important information to know though. Typically, by people living their lifestyle, you'll be able to tell these things, but you couldn't tell for longer than necessary, and now you start to feel some type of way, and that's why you're saying all of that. Plus the experience you had coming from before that.
Terrible experience. So I told her, my heart has been broken once. I don't want it broken again. If at any point in time you are tired of being my girlfriend, just talk to me. I will understand.
Yeah, you were looking for a quick fix. That's why you were looking for a quick fix, just a quick solution. Let me protect my heart. Just tell me, face me, and tell me now,
Mr. Ola. This is why when I see women who has been hurt, women that men broke their heart, I know what they felt. That girl, the only girl I truly loved before I met my wife in all my life, I do that to me, and that shit is painful. I want to be honest with you. Heartbreak that's why they call them break fast. When they sap, and you forget, like
breakfast is no be your mate, too.
Mr. Ola, this breakfast happened to me in 2001. I still remember all the details.
Yeah, because it's emotions, it's feeling, it's fresh, it's always fresh. All you need is somebody to help you resuscitate it.
Telling you.
Yeah.
So that was it. And it has been part of me today, and that's why I don't believe in breaking people. I'm the talking type. I know how it feels when you betray somebody. So I never wanted to do it to anybody. So that was it. In a nutshell, we had that conversation, and that was it. There was nowhere in our conversation that we spoke about marriage all through our years in the university.
Could need to more marriage and I default now.
We just loved each other. We were having fun. In fact, we had a lot of sweet memories. Even my wife still relive those memories now. Almost every day is still part of us now. Sometimes now that we have kids and these kids are stressing us out, sometimes we go lay down for bed like I say, babe, we say we just go back to our days in Lasso where we don't have to bother about anything.
Don't worry about this ones.
Once we see each other, we are so happy. We just want to go. In fact, when I started the business when I was in Lasso, this phone call business, that time where Glow go give you 10K. If you make 10K, go with it. I started the phone call business. I had my money. Something happened. I have the phone and the line, but I don't have the money. That was the first time my wife gave me money. And I didn't ask her. I just told her about the business because when we were dating, I was still telling my engineer, this woman don't try with me. We go close for Lasso. Me we can go Yanoba garage there. We go sit down behind my engineer kiosk. That's why I tell men at times.
That's so romantic. Such a romantic story.
When you meet the flesh of your flesh, you people will just connect.
You will know. They want me to spell it out in science for them. Mathematics is 1 times 3 equals to x and y raised to power third angle. That's what they are looking for.
I tell men,
they want that before they put themselves out there because they don't want to experience breakfast.
No, we will go and sell engine oil together. And then when I was getting to, I think around 300 level, a business don't they become shameful for me? It was becoming difficult to get boys and everything. So I have to change business. So at that time, I decided to go into phone call business. So I had the phone and everything, but I don't have the 10,000 naira to buy the first 10 gig, the first data.
So you can start selling and
yes. So I think I have like maybe 2,000 naira then. So when I was walking about it, everything, that's when she said, that phone call business makes sense. So how would you do? I show her the business plan, I show her the location and everything, and she's like, oh, okay, what is this stopping your business? I say, at the wait, make money come, I get 2,000. I have to buy 10,000 at first. She didn't tell me nothing. Next day, she comes to school. They were having marathon tests and all that. She just came to my class briefly. I was in class and she just walked for the window, say. So I excused myself. I said, come on, she just shook one envelope inside my hand and she left. By the time I opened that envelope, there was 8,000 naira in the envelope.
Wow.
So I called her later and say, the 8,000 naira, what do you want? You want me to keep them for you? You say, Shobi, you say you need money to complete the data where you want, but I say yes. So she gave me the 8,000 naira with my 2,000 naira. That's how I started my phone call business. Now I locate the phone call center on the Lasso Isheri Road gate. And at that time, there was no house, nothing there. So I was the first to start the business there. Rolla, that business changed almost everything for me.
Wow.
Money can begin to flow from that business. But still, the fun part of it was that when the business started thriving now, me, my wife, and Niyi, he get aboki them where we say there were those aboki that grows vegetable and all this thing there. There is a woman inside that place that used to cook. She they cook food to sell to those aboki and everything. Then students they go there, go eat at times too. So me, Niyi, and my wife, we now turn my business center. We call the business center workshop. We call it workshop. What that means is that Anybody, either me or her or Niyi, once anybody they hungry, they'll just go there, go meet whatever says girls I have there, collect money, they go enter inside that bush, go to restaurant where they there. Now hunt restaurant with the color, they'll go chop. Me, my wife and Niyi, we do that a lot, even till date. In fact, when I started business here in United States, and the business started functioning well, my wife would still say, thank God, we don't get another workshop.
Yeah.
You know? So that was it.
So that would be your own little inside joke. That's that thing with little things like that is the glue. Is the glue, is the bond, is the connection that you have that everybody is looking at, say couple goals.
We say workshop. So to cut the story short, when we were in our final year after exam everything, unknown to us, their mom was planning their papers and everything. And
now you know they tell things like that now. You know in Nigeria, you can keep that under wraps until JAPA before Kotoba in for us.
So their paper click in 2007. Their mama came and the mom took all of them. There are 5. She and her siblings. The mom took everybody to United States. But the day they were leaving, me, Niyi, Mommy, Iroko, 4 of my friends, we actually escorted my wife to the airport. I was doing Mr. Macho, like nothing they happen. I ain't looking. But when she actually, after she checked in, about coming back, I broke down and I cried like a baby. I cried like.
One day I will tell my story with regards to that. I can relate to that, but it wasn't with my wife. But the first time I was coming back here, I know what you're talking about. You can't hold it in because you don't know when is the next time
I'm going to see her again. And at that time, all my mind is that this relationship has come to an end.
So again, you're protecting yourself. You're making conclusions off of fear that make this person like before they come and break my heart again. That's it. It's over. How did that work out?
It was.
And then crazy. What?
She left, and I cried. Then, because of my humble background, because I've seen quite a lot in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen a lot. And growing up, since I have to fight my battle all by myself, I've built up a lot of mechanism to protect myself.
Right.
When I get into emotional situation or something that I know can really break
you could
me
just
down.
pull one of them up a bit. Block me like so. Okay, let's move this way. I do it too. So I'm just aware that I'm doing it. Many people are not aware they do it.
When she left, I said, this girl is gone. The most beautiful part of my life so far has gone. Because to her credit, she was the girl that we dated. She never stressed me. She doesn't bother me about money. And the most beautiful thing about my wife, even till today, is that she appreciates every little thing. Like literally, how can you take a guy to Mama Put? You buy food, the food get only one meat.
And she go eat am with love.
Una to go eat and saute, una go dey drag that one meat where they the food.
Yes.
Poverty na bastard though.
Poverty na bastard.
Like she has always been like that. Every little thing, she appreciated it, she valued it and all that. That's why even till now, Seth, I give God the glory. If she's not the type that make a lot of demand, but once in a while, if she's feel like, babe, may we go downtown, Seth. May we go. And anytime we're going now, open check, they do now. I go just carry. If they always get like 2 cards for my wallet. And once we go, I don't mind to add 3. My mind will just be like, babe, anything where you want, we go for it. I know at the back of my mind that even when we go to the downtown, not be say she won't go enter one expensive place or something. Now me go first, I enter some expensive. Now me go say, come, those women where they go that place, they don't get too head. Come, may we go. May you enjoy them. But before we come to all that, when she left, I zip up. And for those that are having JAPA problem, I want you guys to pay attention to what I'll be saying from now on. Maybe they can learn. So when she left, the first defense mechanism tool that I pull out was to get myself another girl.
Yeah. As men, we do that. In fact,
I was the first thing. In fact,
just replace them.
I'm telling you, I started speaking to, because I was the president of my department at that time in last. So girls, yakpa, young, fresh blood, we just come in. And at that time, myself, I don't begin to get some small change, you know. So when she go like this, just to overcome that holo in my heart, that space, the first thing I went for was to start looking for a replacement. A replacement.
Right. And all of that, think about it, goes back to self-esteem, self-sufficiency, self-sustainability. If you have that, if you need other people, you know, so, and there's nothing, like, it's not like something is inherently wrong with you. It's just normal human behavior that we need to be aware of, so that when it's happening, you can at least have some self-control. But a lot of men do that. They will find a replacement that can literally destroy them or destroy the best chances they have at even easier, simpler, and better life. But good point, though.
The love,
no waste, no time.
The love said new fresh Jambito. If I said this, the love go he go school for Nigeria.
She don't relate with you since now. You know here.
Now they see you.
She don't relate with you since now.
My CBDs.
Look at, she said there are so really nice parts of Orile. As the JAPA, she grab them now. She said, so we Lagosians, we know brands and we like to enjoy ourselves. I no go payment myself. I
go tell my wife, make you know this woman. Orile baby, Lagos baby.
Look now, yes, kitchen is a row of food sellers. Wow, memory. She was. I saw. She was.
Didn't know. Oh wow! See my blood. Now the people who were.
Me, they use idea carry am because I don't know Lagos, but she was getting you now.
Brother, you know? if you live for Lagos, she will understand most of the thing I'm talking about now.
Yes, many people will. If they understand, they will. You know.
Thank you, the love. God bless you, my sister. The journey.
But Lasu is close to Okoka, right?
Akoka is Unilago.
No. Not Akoka. There's another one I'm looking for. Is it Olodia, Papa?
Oh, all those ones.
That's different.
Lasu.
What town? What small town is Lasu actually in? What's the name of that town?
Lasu is in Ojo, and Ojo is not.
That's Ojo.
Ojo is where you have.
Okay, I think it's Unilag Akoka. I'm trying to say.
Ojo is where you have Alaba International Market.
Okay.
So, Ojo is not a small town in Lagos. I want to worry. How much they get out to?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I don't know Lagos.
Yes. Thank you, Toby and Tribe.
Okukumaiko.
Close to Okukumaiko, yes. Okukumaiko. Okay. In fact, I get engineering cures for Okuku back then.
Yeah.
I want entirely gone. Entirely get
love you. Baby umbrella. Oh man, your story is so fantastic, man. Your story is I am so happy that you brought it to light like this, because that was the goal of the book. Relax, you're missing out.
Yeah, that book covers a lot. In fact, before I got to the end, I was like, Mr. Ola, you don't even have to talk about these red flags. From the green flags alone, anybody that is still having relationships.
Did you catch the irony of it? The message you sent to me towards the end, you still look for number one red flag. Did you catch the irony of that? The obsession.
I got it. That's a fantastic book. In fact, when I was getting close towards the end of the book, I was saying to myself that if Mr. Ola had been my friend for so long that I can actually be sincere with, by the time we start working on this project, I would not tell us, maybe we begin find one Oyinbo writer to just partner, because that book, if it's written by a white man, it will be number one bestseller. I'm telling you, I'm not saying because I'm on your show.
No, I got it. I got you.
That's why my name is Benori. If to say first. I go don't text you back. Say, Baba, so that I
Yeah.
get money later. You, but that's a very, very good book. I read the
Yeah.
story, read everything, and I'm like,
We can't wait, Nee. We have to keep working. Our day be to my day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
it's
my and the Prestige family will help us get
it's a
100
good
reviews
book.
on that book, so that
I read a couple of relationship books from white writers too, but you know, because of background differences.
yes,
So I know that I can't relate to some of the things they are saying, but I can't. But this one, maybe because it's written by somebody who have
It's
lived
because
life
that's why that was part of the
in
goals. Now
United
we have
States.
to make sure.
So
Yeah.
the book was really kind of so good. I found myself in many areas of the book, honestly speaking. You know, so that was it. When my wife,
Not to don't get access because she was my guest, but not to. I'm not sure if she read the whole thing, but because she be audiobook girl, she go get audio. She could get audiobook soon. I'm
me,
working on that right now.
I like audio if I'm traveling, but
So you
when I
can
wanted
listen.
to really get into a book, I like to have it, in fact, in front of me, make I carry my marker, my pencil.
Right.
They do operation for the book.
My recommendation to people henceforth as we move, and I stole it from someone, but I think it works as I use it too. My recommendation is get the written text and listen to the audiobook at the same time so that you're not distracted. You can finish it in less than 2 hours. That way you're not all over the place. Now, you're right. If you have to, you're traveling, audiobooks are good for that, right?
Yeah.
If you prefer text, it's also good for that. But if you really want it to register, especially if you're going to read it only once, which I know most people will try to, then you need to be doing, you're listening to it, but you're reading it. So it's entering multiple parts of your brain, you know. Yes, sir. Go ahead now. Go ahead, because I know that story plenty more inside where you
All right. So the first thing I did when my wife left was I want to deal with that loss. I felt that heartbreak that I felt in 2001 with my ex-girlfriend. I felt that feeling all over again. You know, like, how could you be with somebody, a girl that knows you inside out, a girl that just can relate with you at all levels,
and then she's gone all over again.
How can that be? A girl that has been part of my life for 4 solid years. You feel me? There is something about me, Mr. Ola. I value honesty and truth. I don't lie. It's never part of me. I'm teaching my children not to lie. But then there are some circumstances you will find yourself that it takes somebody who trusts you wholly to accept what you tell them, that is the truth.
Right.
And even though it takes a month or 2 or 3 later before they find out that you were actually saying the truth, but that moment when you tell them the truth, they accept that you are saying the truth. It's not easy to find people like that, you know.
Yes, because everyone is carrying their own trauma around.
Exactly.
They are interpreting what you call truth in their own, based off of their own filters, and they might not even accept it. You know.
So when she left, when their mom took everybody to United States, I started looking for girls, desperately looking for girls. I just wanted to fill that vacuum,
fill that void.
The problem is this. You see, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm the kind of guy that if I don't connect with you as a woman, I can't get in bed with you. That's another problem. So I found myself, it's like I'm doing audition or interview.
So it's not who you are. You couldn't do that jumping from people to people.
Yes. So for the first 2 months, make una no judge me, una no blame me, because this thing they happen to people when they are in JAPA relationship. I know some people will say, Ben, she left under 2 weeks. You don't begin to find woman. You don't get it. Like I said now, that was my defense mechanism.
If you are judging, I'll go shame you. How about that?
So
number 4 in your face. Continue, bro, Ben.
So I think for the first 4 weeks, I have scrutinized about 6 girls. Just trying to find that replacement. And the more I look into all these girls, the more I can't find that person who has that her profile. Feel me now? So what now changes everything was that although we were talking, I think after 2 weeks, she got access to a phone. Then we start talking again. And every time...
Let me ask you a question really quickly. She didn't explicitly say it's over when she was leaving. This is all in your head.
No! Look, look, I still ask my wife now, the date, I will still ask her, what make you think that I am your husband? Because I don't get it. It's like she has made up her mind in that relationship that this is my husband, no matter what. Because for me, I don't see it that way. We are good. We no fight. No, I escorted her to MMA with my friends. Telling you, nothing happened. Me as a man, I mean just the craze because one, America is too far from me. I don't even see how I would take. It's not part of my dream, aspiration, or anything. And I was never one of those guys who wanted to JAPA, even though I the hustle. Even though money not today, and I know there are a lot of people in Nigeria right now who don't think of JAPA.
There are many now, of course.
So it wasn't.
It's not their reality anyway. So
it wasn't that
most
for
of
me.
them. Yeah.
So when she left, I automatically draw the line that Omoto fine be Omoto niwa. You know, I was saying like get away fine like this. We get character. We get understanding.
Like she's gone.
They bold. No. People go marry her for US now. What are you saying? And the odd is not in my favor. She's an Igbo girl. I'm a Yoruba guy.
Right, the odds are against you.
You know, I'm a Yoruba guy.
Right.
I don't come from a well-known family to say, okay, the family, we know them. You know,
right.
I don't have anybody in political position. Nothing. So the moment she up on that plane and left, I believe that was it. It's over. So in order to get rid of her, I was trying to find, but I don't see. Then it happens. Second month she called and she's like, Ben, wahala don't do. Wahala don't do. I don't see my period though.
Wahala.
See?
So it's not like she came to visit you.
No,
she carried Belego.
Second month in US.
She found out.
I don't get Beleo.
Wahala. Wala. Omo ni omo lata. Hey, brother.
Wala, Nigeria don't.
Wow.
you know, my situation.
Wow.
My situation instantly become a situation whereby poor man picking don't go give rich man picking belle. Then the belle come to America.
Wow.
That was crazy. So when she said that, I'm like, God damn it, what's going on? How? Now that changed the whole narrative. That changes everything. So we go through the more.
Wait, brother Ben. Momo shaking here, see your money. Can you take away Momo? Because you were that crying you were doing earlier, like you didn't want her to go. You didn't lock her down or anything like that, right? This wasn't a trap.
What? It's right here.
This wasn't you trapping.
I'm coming, Mr. Lab. Please, just 1 minute, babe. I know you don't like it, but just come and say hi to Mr. Lab. Please come. She's about to go to an event. Just say hi. Okay. Come on.
Ekiwa.
Where the man have camera? Just say hi to Mr. La. Come on.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. This is your wife?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Oh, she's beautiful. Hello, Mrs. Ben.
She's not wrong.
Smally ni wọ́n lóòótọ́.
Hey. Where you like?
That is beautiful. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you, man.
This is my Igbo, this is Igbo game. Thank you, everybody. I wish she will stay, but this woman, I don't know. It's like she have problem with camera every time.
Listen, you can't have two of them in the same household. That's too much, That's too much.
Oh, Mo Fresh,
Wow.
thank you, Mo Fresh, thank you, my sister.
Yeah.
So what happened then was that from that moment when she got pregnant, a whole lot of things happened. It was shocking. I don't even see how it's going to be possible. We get into all the drama. You give my pikin belle, wahala. I felt for my mother-in-law. You spend all this much money to bring your children to United States, and the next thing, the one Yoruba boy for Lagos don't go give your pikin belle. You know what I'm saying? An Igbo woman for that. An Igbo woman who raised all her children all by herself. She's raising them all the way from Nigeria, and she won visa lottery, came to United States, and she worked her butt off, did everything, and brought all her children to United States, only for her to discover that one Lagos Agbero boy, like the way everybody would think, one Lagos Agbero boy don't give your pikin belle, So I felt for my mother.
That's a worst. That's a parent worst nightmare.
So that was it. So that's what happened. We went through all those brouhaha, all those challenges, and all that. And we thank God, God took control. There are some things I don't want to say here in public, but I think I told you some of those yesterday.
You did. There's nothing worthwhile in life, that will not come with a price.
Yeah.
Right? It all comes with a cost. That's the thing that everybody needs to realize. So no matter how much you try to protect yourself and hang out in the woods, in the cave, so that you don't collect, no matter how much, you can't avoid having to pay the price.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pay a price for everything. That's the way it works.
Yeah, we went through a lot, and that's why when I see JAPA relationship, JAPA marriage issue, I think I know a whole bunch of things that was going on, because my wife was in US for 5 years while I was in Nigeria.
For 5 years.
5 years we were apart, and she came to. We had our wedding.
So that means you were apart from your first child too for a couple of years.
Yeah, we had my first child in 2008. That's why we named her Blessing. If you are on my page, you will see me with her. They go after each other too much. The girl carry my character, everything. So me and Nana.
I think I saw a clip inside the car.
Yeah. Oh, that's my baby. That's my joy.
Right.
That's why we named that Blessing. So she was in US. She had my baby, and then I think in 2010 she came to Nigeria. We had our wedding, and then after our wedding, I finally joined them in 2013. So she was all by themselves. In fact, now from Nigeria, she carried my second baby, Belesef.
Okay. Yeah. So you knock him up again, second time.
What to make I do now? She no one agree. There's so much to unpack. Look, Mr. Ola,
you know they play.
If we go into my story,
that woman for not curse you out with Igbo language. You just impregnate her daughter anyhow from Nigeria.
I tell you, that's why you see when I look at my relationship with my wife, our journey so far. One of the things I tell people when they want to get into this JAPA marriage is this: if you don't truly love that woman or that man, don't sign up for it. Don't do it.
Okay,
but the only thing that will sustain both of you is love and understanding. Distance no be your mate.
Wait, they say love is not enough anymore. Indomie generation say love is not enough.
Waiting Indomie generation, Sabi. Don't mind them.
They say love is enough. When we start asking, what do you mean by love? They now start talking all kind of jambalaya. Like, okay, but that's not love. But that's not love.
It was tough. Only love can make it so. And
if the love does not, if the love does not involve sacrifice, it's not love. Just keep that at the back of your mind. Continue, sir.
Yeah, I'm just saying because did you know for that 5 years that we were apart, the biggest temptation I have to overcome is women. Honestly, it's women. It's not easy. You know, when I
Obìnrin.
see when I joined my wife, I just wanted to point this out real quick. When I joined my wife, and for the first 2 to 3 years, we are having a lot of issue, plenty issue. In fact, I have to tell my wife some of the things that I experienced with women in Nigeria before she kind of hit a brain reset. Now, these things that I told my wife is not something you tell a woman unless the woman is somebody who has high level of understanding, who can comprehend where you are coming from. That 5 years that we were apart, that was like, I just believe that God just wants us to stay married as a couple. The temptation was too much, and this is what happened. After our wedding, it's like God opened the door of financial blessings for me. We had our wedding 2010 April. I came back from service early March 2010. So I just have like maybe 50 something days to my wedding when I came back from service. I served at Enugu.
Fresh.
Yes. How we did that wedding, only God knew. God just show up and everything. The wedding was fantastic. Now, at that point, I don't have a job, nothing. My wife stayed, I think she stayed for like 2 months, and then she went back to United States, and I was back in Nigeria. But it's like that wedding brought blessings. You know? After my wife left, that's when I started my consultancy business. We were doing academic research, you know, people who are looking for materials, we will find the material for them.
Right.
Because my wife was in US, I was able to have access to Library of Congress. She helped me pay for it. Many libraries where I source material, academic materials, they are in US mostly. So people buy all those material from me. They make photocopy and all that. So when I started that business, the business just pick up and explode. Boom. I started seeing a lot of money. Rolla, I do tell young guys nowadays that no matter how poor you think you are, it's not over. God is not done with you. When the time comes for God to bless you, you go see money, you go shock.
Yes.
That business, as small as it is, money was flowing. Flowing left, right, and center. As this money they come, brother, guess what was coming with the money?
What?
Just guess as an expert. Where do you think say money they attract when you did Nigeria?
Attention, money. Obìnrin. Obìnrin.
Obaton.
Obìnrin.
The money. So the money was flowing. Life started getting better. You know, say when you did Nigeria and Sakpa don't hammer you well for Nigeria. You go they see people.
I beg, tell me, what to be Sakpa again? I beg, tell me.
Sakpa na poverty. Oh God. When Sakpa don't hammer you well for Nigeria, and you have seen so many guys your age who are
right
with good life, the great life, car, you know, that time Yahoo they rain well when I did school. You go see boys when not get nothing, they don't get golf. Now golf was crazy at then. After golf, they graduate to end of discussion and all that. So I don't see money, but as I started that business like this, now so money begin flow like mad. All the things that I was unable to do before, the things that I fantasize watching other people doing, I started doing it. I can go to a club and shut down the table.
Yeah.
You know? And I got my first car, and just like that, life was super. In fact, that was when I know that when you get money, you can't get motor for Nigeria. Hey, now life you do, brother.
Yes, now. Yes.
When
It's
you get
another from
money,
where Ondo is far. Where you are coming from?
Baba,
Ondo.
oh Gino,
Bus conductor. Engine oil.
oh God,
Onoji.
Baba. When money day, cozy life now, fun. Every weekend need they happen. Money day, shut down whatever. We say so. Life was sweet, and then they there. The women's they are always there. Women, I want Yami Oshurunga. They are there. So I now have to start protecting myself from girls again.
How do you do that?
Baba, it takes the blood of Jesus. I can't even go into that. It takes the blood of Jesus. I do some runs, so I'm not holy angel. I'm not the type that will come and tell you, oh, nothing happened. Things happen, but brain. Yeah, I'm not the type that will tell you, oh, my wife.
We have to keep it real, you know.
I won't tell you my wife is in America for 5 years. I was holy. I became celibate. Now, I no celibate, nothing. Like I just told you now, I was poor. And when you're poor, you don't have money for a long time. You see people living the life.
It gets in your head. You have access.
By the time you have money, correct money that is flowing constantly, and you have a very good car, and you are seeing all these things that seems to be so far away from you before, you can now just click your finger and have it. Oh,
absolutely, yeah.
You want to do some stuff.
You will take that, but temptations are real, and yes, you might act on those temptations. Yeah. Man or woman, by the way, it's not always like that, but it happens.
Yeah, so I was protecting myself one way or the other. But then, as God will have it, my wife came to Nigeria multiple times. We have fun and all that, and then she hired a lawyer who filed for me, and that process took like 2 years before I finally got my visa. But the wahala now, we say, as at the time I got my visa, to be honest with you, I don't want to come to US.
Why is that?
Nigeria is sweet. If you know how to make money in Nigeria, Nigeria is sweet.
So you felt like you were probably going back to square one to go and become a slave for a person, to go and start from ground. What was this exactly that you were feeling?
Brother, you see, brother, if I know what you just said now, I won't even have come at all.
You won't try it.
If I know, if I knew as at then that if I come to the US, I was gonna start from scratch, from a nobody, I won't come. I'm being honest here. And this is where sometimes, even among my colleagues here and things like that, you know, they have it in their head that everybody that comes from Nigeria, they are hungry. Oh, they are hungry. They are desperate to run down.
It's not true. It's not always true. Yeah.
That is where me and my colleagues at times, I use to educate them. Say, look, you see me, look me very well. I'm one of those who don't really fancy coming to your country. And I struggled with that when I finally made it to the United States. It took me in fact, the first year was, let me even erase that. It took me towards the end of my second years in America before I come to the realization that, okay, this is my new reality. So, just like you said, if I knew that coming to America, I was going to start from scratch, after I don't did that level where I did, where are the common money? I have 4 staff then, 4 people working for me that I pay salary, living my life the way I want.
It makes sense that you have lots of moments where you questioned, even after getting here, where you questioned, what were you thinking?
Even till now, let me just be honest with you. Till this moment, some stuff will still happen. I will still say, why did I come here? But then when I look at my children, when I look at my wife, everything she has sacrificed, how she fought for the man she wanted. The only thing that has stared me at the face is I'm going to be an ingrate if I continue to tell her that I am not happy being in this country.
Right.
Brother, I was in America for 9 years before I went to apply for my naturalization. You don't get what I just said.
Because I get it. Because to use like okay, yeah,
I don't really,
because you were qualified to do that at 5 years or maybe even earlier. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
I no go. I no. It no impress me. No, nothing.
Are you one of those people that say, we are going back?
Even till now.
Till now, right?
I'm telling you. Baba, as you see me, so I know they take on and eat. You eat some for here, you drop some for Niger.
I feel you.
This place is stressful. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
it's stressful.
It is.
And if you are not smart to establish your own thing, nurture it, so that you don't have to be at your office or your job in order for you to make income. You will work until you pay me. I've seen a lot of people here, 70, still working. A lot of people have been sold all this imaginary dream.
Yeah, I'm
of the American
even
dream.
80, even 80.
They lost their life here.
I did one seminar one day. The woman called me to the side and said, this thing, she's like 80. She's trying to see if she can get into the business. And I'm like,
Brother, that was just it too. So my wife filed for me. I came and life started all over, and I saw the true Bala Blue, what it means.
Bulaba.
Different from Bala Blue.
Bulaba. Listen, anything Brother Ben, as we're getting into a close here, we have to bring you back because I know you only touched 1% of your story.
No problem.
From everything you said, the one thing I'm picking out of this, two things, right? First of all, the little things matter, especially pre-marriage, especially pre-getting to you're actually making someone exclusive. Those are the things you will have as memories to hold on to, that you will get, that you will use as bond, that this person gets you, right? Those little things is what create those bond, right? And then the other side that I'm thinking about right now is that if it's truly worthwhile, there's a cost to pay for it. It doesn't matter how long you wait. You can wait forever if you want to, if that's what you think is going to solve the problem. Because just like Brother Ben was trying to let me just replace this person as a quick solution. Okay, I know Allah. Yeah. Let me just use this thing as a quick solution, right? So that I can protect myself, so that I won't chop breakfast. You will start from ground zero like the rest of us whenever you decide to do that. And I doubt that it's actually a decision. It's probably something you need to learn. It's probably something that's not getting you the results you want. If the results you want, if you're already achieving that, there's nothing to change. All you have to do is keep doing it, right? But if you know that there's something different that you want and it's not happening yet, remember, the little things, that's what you build on top of. How do you build on top of that? Appreciation. Wherever you are right now, even if you're single or married or divorced, you need to first of all appreciate that. Meaning you see it for what it is. It's an opportunity for you to advance to another level, whatever that status is. Once you discover that, then you start building yourself. You're building on top of that, but you're building on top of gratitude. You're building on top of an attitude of gratitude, right? You can't fail, but you're also aware that there's a cost, there's a price to pay for every new level you want to get to. After you get to that level will create new problems, new set of problems. Oh yeah, welcome to the real world. But when you come back 5 years, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when you tell that story, right? That story becomes a blessing for not just you, because I'm sure it's a blessing already, but it becomes a blessing for other people. You see what I'm saying? And that's what created all of the experience that you've had. Because honestly, what are we here for if you're not going to have experience? Good, bad, ugly, all of it, right? The point is that you're not going to avoid it with scientific equations. It's not going to happen. Okay? If anything, to make it worse for you, you'll be disappointed every time. Okay, every time you try to use that magical formula, you'll be disappointed. You can't carry that weight anyway. Yeah, it's too much. You're wasting a lot of energy, a lot of horsepower trying to carry the weight that you can't carry. Okay, so hey, brother Ben, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro, for your story. I told you that I always come with 10 questions, but I only end up doing only one.
yeah. I get that. You see, right. I understood your point where you're coming from, Mr. Ola, and how you host the program. You see, as at 2 days ago, I wasn't planning to tell the backstory of how we met and everything. But after going through your book in detail, I just felt like for people to connect to this book, to understand all the key points, the gems that should drop all over this book, they need to know how people started. You talked a lot, you wrote a lot about dating.
Yes.
The beginning. Yes. That's just what the book is all about mostly.
Yeah, foundation.
How do you find your person?
Yes.
What are the signs, the green light to look out for?
Yes.
And then finally you talk about the number one red flag. I want people to read the book, because if the way I love the book, if I say I just the narrator and they go now, we go get places. Okay. The reason I bring the backstory is that if God permit, we have another session together.
No, we're going to do another session. As soon as 5 minutes into this session, as I know this one is not going to be enough. I just know it. I just know it. There's no way I'm interrupting you from telling this story. So
maybe if we have another session, I can talk about what now happened when I get to United States. As it relates to JAPA and the reality on ground. But if people don't watch this video first to hear where I was coming,
where you're coming from, they
won't understand my position as a husband in America. And they may not get why, in spite of everything, my wife and I, we are still together.
Right.
So, we met towards the end of 2003. This is almost the end of 2023.
Yeah, it's 20 years.
We've been together.
You met almost at the end?
Towards the end of 2023.
All right, so that's very, very similar. My wife and I met Thanksgiving Day, 2003.
Wow. Okay. So
yeah. 20 years.
You see?
20 years, no be beans.
Brola, I think, you know how they will say somebody go through the 5 stages of grief.
I won't even tell myself a lie. That's a lie, what you just said, because it don't look like 20 years.
Really?
It don't feel like 20 years. Now, there were moments that, but 20 years no be being so.
Not be being so. Why? I paint this picture, telling this our backstory, so that if I'm talking about what is happening in US and how my wife and I were able to navigate through it, we understand. Because reading your book, number one red flag, all the green lights, all the 11 green lights that you identified, they all featured in my marriage to my wife.
Yeah.
In fact, you touch on almost everything there.
Yeah.
There is a point, because maybe when we do any other session, I pray make I get time. That is when I will emphasize.
Go get time. I'll go drag you. Wait till they talk.
That is when I will emphasize on spiritual openness, which is number 7. And
from what you tell me last night, in fact, you don't do them. From what you tell me last night, that spiritual part, we have to now. But we're one now. When we're one, we're family. So we don't have a choice. We're going to do more collaborations, bro. Yeah.
Oh, I see my sister, the love.
Yeah.
Oh, you are from Satellite Town. Oh, now the same area with Day Self. Satellite Town, First Stack, all the way to Ojo, everything. We are together. We are all close to Ojo Katome Barracks and all that. So, Mr. La, maybe if we have another session,
We will.
we can
We
talk.
will. What we're going to do is that we're going to schedule as soon as the book is coming out December 30, and then we have to schedule some other sessions.
No problem.
Right. So, and then because then people would have been able to relate because they're already reading the book. Because the next promotion, let me say this to all of the Prestige family, right? The next promotion is we got to get 100 reviews, not just on Audible. Shout out to Chi and Natu. For the first time, I saw your reviews on Audible yesterday. It made my wife melt. So thank you so much for your review. We need reviews on Audible. We need reviews on Amazon. That will be the next set of promotion. We need to get 100 reviews on those books, and it's best if it comes from a purchased a purchase buyer, a person who actually purchased it on the platform. So we're gonna bring you back for I'm gonna do some part twos of some of this series because I didn't realize I could enjoy quote unquote interview conversation like this. You know,
bro.
I didn't realize because you know me, I can do this for 3 hours myself just by reacting to with Israel, ati with ati you know, ati Nino and all of them, right? Just by reacting to, I can do this 4 hours. But this right here, this session is the best. Is the best. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So. Thank you so much, Inye.
I feel privileged, my brother. I feel privileged.
Thank you. I appreciate you. So where do you want people to find you? I know you're at Afronetizen on Facebook and YouTube, but where do you want people to find you? Because you're a content creator and we need you. We need more of you to continue to create content because your insight is needed in this internet Indomie generation streets.
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
I'm a Gen Z.
Gen Z. The next one, no, but Gen Z, la ma blame Lori.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm always available on Afronetizen. I have another YouTube channel which is 365 Media, but that is just strictly for my business. But when it comes to content and all that, Afronetizen is where I stay most. And then my Facebook page, Benoreal, that one, that is where I go for my therapy. Anytime stress or anything there, I'll just go.
You just go there.
Post something, look for something to at least look for people trouble. You know, this is my sister from Odofam, Chidima. Yeah, sister
Chidima is part of Prestige family, yes.
It took sister Chidima a while before she figured out that even I said this guy just the cash cruise, you know, really the serious. Yeah, it took her a while, you know. So that just
she was the first one to welcome you to the Prestige family. Yes, she said, "Oh, no, it's far."
Oh, my brother, I was busy with my academics. I never go check. Now when we want to start this program, I post this link there itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You did a wonderful job, Mr. Ola. So if we come back again, I will
stop saying if. When we come back.
When we come back
again. Please, oh no, it's far. Don't do that, oh.
I can then talk about this JAPA and relationship in America, what it truly looks like, and how all these tools that you have in number one red flag can really help couples to navigate it. You know, for me, let me just drop this first. Maybe you can think about that. You see, the green light number 10, which is respect, from the book Number One Red Flag. I would say that is what make me and my wife whether through all the storms that we experienced in my first 5 years in America. I know I'm not expecting a lot of my sisters to agree with me, but let me say this. Men value respect a lot, especially African men. There was a time in US when my wife and I are going through our turbulent time. We are still trying to survive anyway. But that first 3 years to 5 years, the one thing that I know kept us together was how much respect my wife had for me. She respect me a lot. And that respect was what I hang on to that saw me through all the crazy thoughts that were coming up in my head. America is tough. Abroad, don't be anybody mate. You will see things that, especially for those who may have similar experience like me, if you have lived life in Nigeria, you are blessed to have money in Nigeria and you had fun in Nigeria. If you come to US as a family man, look easy. The first thing that US will take away from you for the first 3 to 5 years is your social life. It will kill it. Boom. It will take it away. In Mr. Ola's book, Mr. Ola wrote about social awareness. That social awareness, people need to read this your book. I'm telling you. These are the things that if you are in the diaspora,
right,
it will kill your relationship. Imagine you spend most of your time at work, and every month when your salary comes in, it goes back into the system.
Literally, starting with the vending machine at the job.
And then you have a wife who used to love you, respect you, and everything in Nigeria, and now you are in abroad. She still loves you, she still respects you, and all that.
Yeah.
But the same environment that is making life difficult for you is also suffocating her. And for instance, when you are in Nigeria, you are the man. You take care of her. She don't have to bother about a whole lot of things because you will handle it as the man. But here she is in Western world, that whether she like it or not, she must work. If you guys have to even float, not to even become rich, make una just live just above the water a little bit, she has to work. Plus working, she still has to take care of the children. You feel me, brother?
Yeah.
In between, she might even be pregnant, and she has to deal with all that comes with bringing another human being to this world. So it's like she's dealing with her own stuff. You are dealing with her own stuff too. So respect goes a long way for my wife and I. Respect actually helped us.
That was helpful. That was helpful
to navigate a whole lot of waters, because when I am in pain, when I felt all this regret in me coming over to America, and when I explode, when we can't agree on something, because my wife, like I said, she's an Orile girl, she's stubborn. And yeah, she's stubborn. When we go back and forth, and we can't agree, one of the things she always did was to respect me by not cursing me out. My wife never, since where I don't meet this woman, she never cursed me once.
That is a blessing, because that is a blessing all in itself. Because if the natural nest best thing in order, when a woman don't feel safe and secure, regardless if it's your fault or not, right, is to lose respect, because you were supposed to be the person to also bring that to the table for her. Secure, safe, right? And it doesn't have to be your fault. It just has to be her reality. If it's a reality that she finds herself questioning her safety and security, and including financial security, right, and many other types of security, the next best thing in order is she loses respect. Not there's two different things. So there is she will disrespect you, and then there is she lose respect. Those are two different things, and men we interpret both as the same thing. Right?
Yes, so we look like, alike to us.
You lost respect, or it's not your fault. I be you disrespect to us. To us, we're craving something that feeds us from a social construct standpoint. And just like it wasn't your fault that you lost respect, now the next best thing is for a man to start questioning his own dignity. Like, okay, how did that end up here, right? He cannot produce any good fruit from that space. Which means everybody, including wife and husband and children, go collect.
Yeah.
So, nice one for pointing out, because
respect is key, and it goes both ways. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I've always said, I'm married to one of the stubborn women around. She's not an angel, but we just find a common ground. That's just all I see.
I would argue, once we come back to the conversation, I would argue that that's one of the things that attracted you to her. That sassy mouth. That that thing. That's one of the things that attracted you to her. See, that same thing will attract you. Now the same thing you go resent when the time comes. When it's time to pay the cost.
We
when
still
it's time to
do
pay
it
the
now,
price.
brother. We still do it. In fact, even all my children, they don't know us. We still do it now. Like, if I've never closed from work and wanted to go to anywhere else except to come to my house. We have issue. We have a lot of things, but we still play like children, especially me and my wife. Maybe because we both grew up for Lagos. That Agbero mentality day for our two head. I don't know, but we still do it now. I'm telling you. We still do it now. You know, yes, we do a whole lot of things that only when you are connected with your woman that you can enjoy doing stuff.
That connection.
Do you know,
yeah.
You know, sometimes my wife likes to cook. I don't know how women they call them, but you know this cooking where they will cook a lot of different varieties and then they keep it in the freezer. My wife do a lot of that. You know that anytime she does that, she knows I like pepper soup. She will still do pepper soup. When she commode that pepper soup from pot, put on for whatever plastic she want to use to reserve it, she go leave small for pot. Say she won't eat that one on her own. So that pot, one day, my children saw me and my wife, they drag that pot.
Yes, now, to the pot, yellow do you. That's the sweeter one, the one left inside pot now.
We were dragging the pot. Blessing met us there, and Blessing was like, "What's wrong with you people? This is gross." Look at it. You say this is gross? You don't know
all right.
What life looks like.
Go just pay attention. You better pay attention. This is gross.
I say, what's wrong with you people? This is gross. No, gross. Stay right there. You will understand later.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. So for me, when I see people who are struggling in their relationship, I always look at it like relationship no hard. You are just
now our coconut head they had not relationship.
Thank you, sister. Not to team coconut head. True.
Now
it's so cool. Marriage is sweet. It go the hot, it go the cool. You guys just have to set some boundaries, have some understanding, know how to go about your stuff. It's as simple as that, you know.
Yeah.
And expression, like reading that book, that number one red flag. To me, you cover a lot, and it takes people with wisdom to understand what you are talking about there. This is just all what relationship is all about. Express yourself. Express. Even communication when you're talking with your partner. Listen, let her talk. Then you express your own. Both of you will find a common ground. If you can't find a common ground, you still establish rule that so things still has to be done. Me and my wife we fight well, but no matter how our dark banana choco hit, because you know this is America. Even sometimes when you don't want to react, you get how all these our people for Yankee here go press your button. When you reach out, your madam can't shook her own injection.
Yes.
Your brain go just go boom. You know?
Yeah.
But no matter how.
Yeah, you probably spend more time around those strangers too, more than your wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No matter how we have our issue, my wife knows food must stay house. She know they take that one play. Me myself, I know that no matter, because just I was talking about respect. Now it goes both ways. I have never cursed my wife out before. That's why I say we grew up for Lagos. So rough street. I had never cursed her out, call her names, say what happened. The worst I do, I go spark, carry my key, waka, go find, if na smell no eyes or whatever beer, carry
Something.
come, go my backyard, drink belleful, enter house. No, because it's almost as if we both understand that we cannot go beyond this boundary.
Yeah.
A
lot of those boundaries are not necessarily. Majority of it will be unspoken, but there will be some, because we all have coconut head. Some things that you might just say, no, we can't, babe, we can't cross this line.
No, we don't cross those lines. I like everybody knows. Literally, my friends, people that deal with me, they know one thing. You see me, Ben, cuss me out. I'm a social media person. You know, social media now, they go always give you buzz boost. Cuss me out, do anything. I go just come out from my body. But the moment you are stretching whatever you are doing to my wife, and then
you take it personally.
Once a lion be that, do whatever you want with me, but don't do it to my wife. And I love the fact that even she too, she know her boundary. She know they pass her boundary. They are lane, jeje. So respect go both ways. But if I have to protect my wife outside and I'm disrespecting her inside, does it make any sense?
Yeah, so at best you will create confusion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I'm respecting my wife, if she's the only sugar in my cupboard, my only wahala for my butt,
right.
I respect her so much. I listen to when she talk, even though we always have diverse opinion in most things.
No man now. Hey, Jojo, why you now?
Why?
Before Uncle, of course you have diverse opinions, right? You came differently.
Mr. La, I was telling somebody one time that my wife makes 70% decision in our home. When I was telling this to my friend who was
generation men won't understand what you just said.
When he was having issue with his wife and the wife called me, the issue won't begin get as low because we did USA together. I went to their house, and when we are talking, I called my friend to the back, and when I said this to my friend, he couldn't believe it. I said, dude, my wife made 70% decision in our home. But here's the thing. You see, all those 70% decisions she made, about 40% of those decisions, concern man. How?
See, what do you want to do? You just argue with you. Do you want to be a part of that thing? So far from a lot of money, I'll be wearing any.
Okay. The decision regarding taking care of the house,
right?
What food to cook, how she want to run her home.
Why would I want to know all those things?
Yeah. Why do I want to bother myself with all that? Yeah. The decision with, I like this clothes, I like how you look, I want to buy it. This shoe she's a hardworking woman, A lot of things. So I told my friend, my wife makes 70% of the decision in our home. 40% of those decisions has nothing to do with me. Decision about what time she wants her children to go to bed, for instance. She wants the kids to be ready by 8. They're supposed to come begin to prepare. To go to bed. Me, I'm a late night person.
Right.
For me, if
so you're staying up late, you're probably in the office, you're doing other things, you're
wrong. This computer here now, they play game. Sometimes I don't even know what it is like 10.
Like
if the mom said, say, Isaac, why are you still on that computer? Go to bed. Make a call and say, why this woman go just overpass me? Tell this boy. That's not a decision I'm supposed to bother myself about.
That's what it comes off as when people say, I need to know everything that like.
Why? No, she's a grown woman. She is her own person. You have to.
First of all, but I better wait to. First of all, I know you don't want to know everything that's going on. There's something else going on that we need. That person, when they talk like that, there's if you find yourself in a situation where you're tussling back and forth in terms of decision making with your wife, it's a testament that you have failed. There are other things going on. And you probably won't tell us the rest of the story for now, but just so you know, we know that there are other things going on in that relationship because the reality that you don't want to know. No, I want to know. No, tell us the rest of the story. What is going on with your relationship with that woman?
It's just like that, my brother. There's just so much to unpack from your book. It's so interesting. I'm
glad you read it. I don't expect people to read it. I just drop it just in case. But I'm glad you read it, and and then we found a way to connect
I'm
it with
telling
your
you,
story.
once you publish the book, I'm gonna do some content about it so that people can really go and read and learn from it. It's a really good book. You spoke about priority awareness. These are the things that is crashing relationships.
Priority awareness.
Oh, people don't know. What's the priority? I'll give you an instance now. My family, even for Nigeria and for here, they know where my priority lies. Me, my children, my wife will come first.
You telling Indomie generation men that? It was like, no, my mother come first. And then it will now become an argument of like, my boy bought me or Daniel, that's somebody else's wife, you dummy.
No, people don't get these things. Now, if you make your wife, your children your priority, also, just like you have identified in the book, your wife is also emotionally aware. She knows that you are a man, you have family, you didn't just drop from nowhere.
You're right. That you're overworking yourself for something that's already taken care of.
You know, your wife knows that as much as you are taking care of the children, taking care of her, you also have people counting on you. Now, when she is comfortable, she's comfortable around you, knowing that she matters a lot to you. By the time you are looking at, say Uncle Banji, maybe you will see that she won't have issue with that.
She will be the one that will send the money.
Of course. Look, let me just drop this real quick before you round up.
Yeah, please.
And when my son in Nigeria impregnated a girl.
You have a son in Nigeria?
Yeah, I have a 29 years old son in Nigeria. I tell you, say my journey get as it be. You think say that today?
Oh, you just wait. You just go wait.
What type of plane is this? This is plane. Why
You just gonna drop that at the end?
No, I'm telling you, it's because we were talking
not to go drag you if you don't come back to this place.
We are talking about this honestly, we're talking about this priority. Your wife, we have to mention it. Look, when my son impregnated a girl, did you know that that girl was pregnant for 6 good months? My son did not tell me, and my wife was on the known. He don't tell my wife everything all this while. I don't know. The day, because my son know how crazy I could get. You where I say, man, you do go school, bring you come Lagos, do everything. You that woman, now you can't go for everything. So when he went to my elder sister, the one I said that raised me, and tell my elder sister what it has done, they were all figuring out to tell me. Finally, our auntie now, our elder sister from Nigeria, they no send you, even though you be billionaire, they go tell you what they go tell you, My auntie called me, and when my auntie said, Ayo, my Yoruba name is Ayomide. So my auntie goes and say, Ayo, I want to tell you something, no. I know say you go begin jump up and down like Jah Jehovah, but I still have to tell you anyway. And I don't want to make you vex. I want to make you understand, though. Then she said in
breaking
Yoruba,
news, Niye. That's breaking news.
Then she said in Yoruba, Kamabinu or something.
Somebody don't impregnate somebody, Niye. Wala.
I hear me, Temi, ba me.
Temi ba me exactly. When she finally said, you are blessed, so God has blessed you. You are even lucky. At a young age of in your 40s, you are able to see your grandchild. Immediately, my mind went to my son straight. Now I say, auntie, no talk this the way you want to talk. So, auntie, no just talk this thing. No, just tell me say this thing. No, well, it don't happen. Me, I don't see my grandbaby. I happy. Any way you want to now remain now. Anyway, I just say, make you know verse. When your pikin do something, you need to pull and close another. Rolla, I was livid, like literally. Now, and I was at work when my auntie told me that, she told me that stuff around 9 p.m. That's like around 4 a.m. in Nigeria. My auntie always wake up and do money prayer. So maybe after our money prayer, you just feel like, make I drop this thing for this guy. I was going nuts. So, I don't know, maybe before I left work and get to my house, it's like, my auntie also told my wife what she told me. Because my madam is an early sleeper, 8:39. She don't already dey her bed. She don't reach her village. But as I dey enter house around,
She what?
around that 11, as I dey enter house like this, she was in the living room. Oh, now man where you don't deal with since you don't know already. At the enter like this, I flog my bag somewhere, everything as I see her. Because one thing is, whatever is happening to me, my wife is always the first person I called and express myself to. I might be loud, I might be yelling or do everything, but she understands that
she knows.
Like she's the first person I will come and yeah, I'm an Ondo man, and with the vest where So I've learned over the years that we've been together that before I take action based on my anger, let me talk to my wife first. Anytime I talk to my wife first, and God bless her with that wisdom, she always have a way of going around it. That at the end of the day, I wouldn't have done a lot of damages. So I've made it part of me that whenever something pisses me off, I'm so angry. My wife is who I will go for. When I'm explaining, now so I go vibrate. My eye go be like say won't pop out of my socket at times. But she got it. So when I came,
she gets it. She know how to get you.
She spoke to me and they flung my back. And she stood up. She said, "Babe, Abi make I give you ice water first." I haven't told her what's going on. But immediately she said, "Abi make I give you ice water first." My brain do pound that.
Does she know?
She did not ask me what happened. Give me ice water first, Now I said, I don't want no water. Did you know what happened? Then I call my son and I said, did you know he did this? Did you know he pregnant somebody? I was just, I was so going crazy that even my children, when they sleep for upstairs, they wake up. I think only my son was still sleeping. The other two other seniors came down. That will happen. And we know women that know waiting there until we officially tell them what's up. So we said nothing. With that thing, I went to the backyard street. After a while, my wife come join me. Babe, calm down. At least tell me what happened first. Tell me what. Now I say, now I don't tell you so. This happened. The next thing my madam did was she started laughing. He said, ha, grandpa, oh.
Grandpa, hey.
So that was how she turned the whole thing to joke. And then the next thing she said, look, I know say you the vessel, but you see, if me, I'm going to be the first youngest grandma. This guy in a comedy, I swear. She told me the whole thing about her, like, and you relax now. Don't worry. Now my grandbaby, I will take care of my grandbaby. She's like, if you don't want to be grandpa, continue. But for me, I'm the youngest step.
Like you have a choice.
Yeah. And that was how she tuned down the whole pressure, everything. So when she was acting like that now, my anger they come down small. The next day, when
like you be like saying I only need a vest for here. Like what's
she called me again, and then she started talking about the positive side of having a grandbaby, and then she said something that really hit home. She said, remember you told me when you had your son, you don't have money, you couldn't take care of him. Look at this grandchild as an opportunity for you to not fail your son twice. I don't know if you get me about. My son, your story is another. My son, in fact, my son is part of the reason why I relocated to Lagos. And I told my wife everything. I've never hidden anything from her. So when she said that thing on phone, said, look, remember what you say you regretted about not being there for your son? Look at this one as the opportunity for you not to disappoint your son the second time around.
Wow.
So then it clicked. I now look at it. Okay, wait. Okay, let me think twice. This time around, money is not...
Put things in perspectives.
You feel me? So this time around, money is not the problem. It's not as if I don't have the money to take care of everything. This my para is just because I wasn't expecting my son to do this.
Expectations in Expectations in the poto as
That's
always.
And when we were talking, my wife also said, look at it this way. This boy no be small boy. 28 going 29. If na America, that boy dey, you know how many baby mama we go don't get.
If it was America, you can't question him when
You know,
I mean,
yeah. Then
imagine somebody questioning Olisa Bikilurko Olisa Paula Ifeanyi. That baby.
Exactly. You know, that was it. And by the time I come around, we do everything. It was beginning to look fun to me. You know, as a grandpa, I can now decide play my own part as a grandpa. You know, I'm still new to all this. I even told my wife that I'm still learning to be a dad to my own children. Now you can't add how I will even want to navigate all this thing, you know. But I give God the glory. Now, what I wanted to point out was that I've not hidden anything from my wife from onset. In fact, my wife knew about this, my son, before we had our first intimate moment back in Laos.
Wow.
I actually told her before we crossed that bridge.
You know, people would think we planned this. You know.
Wow.
This storytelling skill of yours. This is what we call looping. The way you loop that all the way from beginning, come enter this end. We're still in shock.
Oh my brother.
Baba, we're still in shock. Yeah, grandpa. Hey, and his story makes so much sense. It just makes so much sense, bro. It just makes so much sense.
Your book actually just want me to open up so that if people are reading your book and if they watch this,
Indomie generation is looking for a perfect story. What can we do for them? Oh, you hear me?
Them perfect.
Indomie generation is looking for a perfect story. Oh, hey.
You see now, Toby and Tribe said, "I see where the fear of getting woman pregnant came from." Exactly, my sister. That was it.
Right.
Even till now, you know, America here, women plenty now. You know, even here, you don't need money or anything to do anything. Still, the fear of impregnating anybody at all. When I went to Nigeria the last time in 2001. My girls yakpa, fine chicks. If you see when they come out, and my younger ones now, they'll be soji guys, they get money. My younger nephews, all of them, money day, right day. If you see babe where they fall in, friends, everything, all those Nigeria babe, they're sweet, I swear. But did you know that as crazy as I am, as free as I am, all the way in Nigeria, fear no still let me do anything.
The beginning of unwanted pregnancy is the beginning of wisdom.
I'm telling you. You know what? When they tell me, say, I want to chop this babe, then good day is here. You know, now when you day better hotel, everything. But at the same time, my mind is telling me that because I've encountered a situation before that a girl actually impregnated for someone else, and she knew that she impregnated for someone else, but because a big boy was messing with her, she pinned the pregnancy on that big boy. And it took almost forever. The boy they had was almost 10 years before they can prove that it was not the real dad. So for me, when I go Nigeria, I can't really think, all these girls, if you mess with them, knowing you are from America, you are doing okay. All they have to do is when I go back to US, maybe I just drink my own problem. Mr. Ben, you know, when you came, that thing we did, I think I can see my period. Not be
Wala. Hey.
Because when you mention social awareness,
you can't see your period.
Yeah, when you mention social awareness in your book, all these things they are infused into one another. Because if I wasn't aware that these 10, 15, 20 minutes fun might destroy almost everything. Now, my wife don't tell the story of how we met. She didn't tell the story of how she met me, a poor man. She never talk on one day. And never talk on one day, say, who you be when I see you. You know how you go, especially people that are prone to anger like us.
For an American babe like her.
Yeah, American babe like her. You know how you go verse at times, you express yourself, and your woman not even know when you go talk and say, oh, Benny, go sit down. Who you be, sir, when I see you?
Yeah, they will tell you, now me do it for you now. I was there for you from day one.
Yeah. So my wife
They
never
remind
said
you very
that
quickly.
before. So when I'm in that situation in Nigeria, I was socially aware that look, whatever shit I do here, if I say make I just do what if I get back to America and this girl call me up and say she's pregnant? What if the guy go to siphon money from me because now maybe I don't want to make my wife, because it's really going to be difficult. I know what I can do in that situation. No? I know I open up to my wife, but that betrayer, he go there hard, you know?
Yeah.
It just mess up. Me and my wife right now, we are in a place whereby we don't.
Many people never guess. Many people will never get over such betrayal.
No.
Especially when it leaves us what we call a scar, right? Even if it's a scar for you, it might be an open wound for the other person for the rest of their life. You know, they might even take it out on your children. Shout out to Paula Ifeanyi. They might even take it out on your children.
Of course.
So you know,
I just feel like, you know what? It's not what it's.
So it makes sense. It makes sense.
My friend was poking joke at me and say, Benny. He was
grandpa.
Where you be saying you be sharp man. Why you can't they do like this now? You just entertain these people, they come, they go. You know, I said, guy, here. And that was when I finally agree with, I think I read somewhere where an old man was saying that you don't know the value of what you have until you are at the verge of losing it because of your action.
Yes.
You know? So when I look at where I started from, where I am right now, what I have in my life, the fun I'm having with my children, with my wife, with people that are connected with me, I always tell myself, can these 15 minutes
is it worth it?
Sex carpet,
is it worth it?
Ready to do that, you know? So your book exposed a whole lot of things, Mr. Ola. If I say make I talk, we no go come out here today because as I did each green light, then when you get to the red line, then you identify some other. Oh, I'm like, this man, you don't even need to get to this point first. The one where you release initially, don't.
I don't want to get there, but I said, you know, it won't be nice because I know that they're still obsessed. They still want to see, but I say, you know,
it's not to say, Grandpa Ben.
Yes, so. Ekurole, sir. Not to the practice here, that's so, Brother Ben. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Brother Ben is at Afro Netizen. We're gonna bring him back. Absolutely, we're gonna bring him back. You know, the book is 13 days away. Number one red flag. I will, if you're part of the Prestige family, I'm not selling you the book. Of course, you buy the book so you can leave reviews on Amazon. We need 100 reviews on Amazon. That's what we need. Amazon and Audible, as a matter of fact, both of them, we need 100 reviews on each one, so that's about 200 reviews in total. That's gonna help us take this whole thing to another level entirely. You know, it's the reviews, that's all it needs, just reviews, you know. So we're looking forward to that. I appreciate you. You know, hang out there with me, but I beg for a second. I beg, hang out for me for a second before we end, right? So
let me just grab the water. I'm coming.
Okay, no Allah. All right, so my uncle, it's not going to be a part 2 because the experience was not good. It's going to be a whole unique experience, but he has to tell us all of the story. So I did a test run with him yesterday. The internet is now fine, okay, from what I saw yesterday. So Monday evening, unfailingly, 5 p.m. is coming back because he felt bad too, because he went to listen to it, was like, you know. So this time around, we're also going to focus on his story, okay? So this particular show is coming back in a brand new, unique way. So instead of December 11th, it's going to be December 18th, right? That's what that is, right? Today is 16th, 17th, 18th, right? So 1 week ahead. So don't miss that, okay? Whatever you do, don't miss that. Now, we just, Brother Ben, this is awesome. Brother Ben / Pastor Nero / Natu, my sister Natu / Pastor K. I don't know which one is, I don't know, man. This shows, man, they are giving. Anyway, My friends would not be able to make it tomorrow. They had an emergency. He's already asking me in my text message in the time that we need to do and stuff like that. So we're going to schedule another time. They're excited. We already pre-planned yesterday. They're excited to come. So Light is excited. Light is, it's a class act. So we're gonna reschedule that. So we won't be here tomorrow for this one, just so you know. Auntie B is gonna be with us on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. And then Shion will be back with her to be her second time on the Men of Prestige platform. Be her second time with the Prestige family on December 23rd. Actually, there are 2 more shows after this that we haven't announced yet. So look forward to that, But Ben, are you there? You don't come back. Make we round up this show real quickly. I want to say thank you. Back. Okay, I want to say thank you to you. Thank you so much. They're all saying thank you.
Oh wow!
Of course, the Prestige family always appreciates this type of shows. There's so much lessons. And they haven't touched the book yet. Right? So I want to say thank you. What is going to happen is that when you pick up this book, you'll be able to relate in many ways. You will see opportunities you've lost, and you will see opportunities plenty where they come, right? And then you'll be prepared to take advantage of those opportunities when they come, right? And that's what you're going to realize with this book, So I'm excited. You made me even extra more excited now. I feel like it's somebody else that wrote the book, and I'm waiting for it too, So thank you, brother. Whatever you need, but Ben, it's also helpful in terms of how we're going to uplift. We're live today. We're live as we speak on Instagram as well, because StreamYard allows us to be able to go live on Instagram. So we're live on Instagram, Facebook, and so please, wherever you're watching for, make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe. Shout out to all the 7 people that hit the like button on Instagram. Let me see, is it my numbers that's messed up here? How many people have hit like here on YouTube? Please, I beg you, hit the like button on your way out. But Ben, I'll hang out for. You have any last words you want to share, or we're good to go?
Oh, what I would just tell people is, please buy this book. It's not, even if it's not just for you, there are a lot of people who are having relationship problems now. And if you have this book in your arsenal, you can actually help them.
Yes.
Guide them through their own relationship challenges. This book is not just for, Ola Confetta. I'm a straightforward person. That's why.
Yes, yes.
My friends call me Benuriu. If it's not worth it, I'll say it's not worth it. But I read the book, and it brings all these memories I share with you. It brought everything back to me, because I'm just going to leave it here and say, please, once Braola published this book, post it on your social media handles, talk about it, buy, and let people know. Relationship, they go downhills now. And all this green light, especially, the thing they sweet me, they read that they sweet me, and then the story itself, So please, that's going to be my last word here. Buy the book, read it for your own understanding, then use that to guide upcoming young couples, especially these Gen Zs. They may not understand so many things. And for we that we are Africans, now we find ourselves in the Western world. And we have to bridge the gap within the differences of
the culture,
in our culture and what is happening.
Cultural nuances, yes.
This kind of book really helps to understand. Now, there are so many terminologies that I picked from the book too. I was even saying, I'm going to tell Mr. Ola, say one day I'll come to your show and interview you. I'll be calling these terminologies. You will be breaking them down for us. For novice like we, we this whole generation. There are so many terminologies that I begin to understand. Say, so now what this thing mean when they describe relationship?
My English is not right. It's my wife. My wife is a reader. I'm not really a reader, but my wife is a reader. So if you see any big English word, it's probably her.
No, it's just the terminologies. When you listen to all these American relationship experts, they will mention some things, you feel like, what did they talk? So, but from reading your book, it started making sense. It started making meaning what those terms mean.
Right, exactly.
So that's why I'm just going to encourage everybody to please buy the book. I don't know how much it will be, but we dey US, money they day. Una where they London self get money. Whatever the price of the book is nothing. Let's buy.
It's all under $25.
I recommend it. How much?
It's all on the. It's whatever version they get is all under $25.
You see now, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So that's it, Mr. Ola. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Hang out in the backstage for me for a second while I round up the show. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, sir. All right. So let me tell you this: if you're married too, this book will be good for you to reboot, to rekindle. There's tons of opportunity there for you because a lot of married people are looking at their spouse, psychoanalyzing them, and it's just a matter of time before they end up in divorce. Okay. So because why? Because red flags is everywhere, right? So it's something that you find useful regardless too. But he's right that it goes everywhere, particularly for foundation, right? To whatever status you have when it comes to love and romance and relationships. All right, but I want to say thank you to everybody. Like I said, I can't wait to hang out with you with my uncle on Monday. It's gonna be a good fun time again. Yes. It's going to be available everywhere. Audible, Kindle, paperback, hardcover like this one. You know, I love hardcovers. I would never go back to paperback like my life again, just after this experience. But the option is there for paperback. It's a little cheaper if that's what you prefer. But I want to say thank you for everybody who came. Hit that like button, share, subscribe on your way out. Hopefully, you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Beautiful girl, sparkling night, killing time. I find a beautiful girl.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.